Tonight isn't just another game. It's the beginning of a 5-game series between two clubs that will get to know each other awfully well over this 4th of July weekend. Yes, you heard that right. 5 games, which means 5 opportunities to gain ground. And it all starts here tonight. Welcome inside Schweikert Stadium at Veterans Memorial Park, where your normal CornBelters and the host Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp open a pivotal extended holiday weekend series here in Peru, Illinois. Alongside Devin Witson, my name is Leo Romano. Now, Devin, every long series, as you know, has a way of taking on a life of its own. And getting off to a fast start is always important. And I feel like that's especially true for the CornBelters, who have stumbled out of the gate in the second half and entered tonight at 1-4. Devin, what stands out to you as they try to turn things around after last night's loss?
Well, coming into tonight's game, it's a different story. Last night, it was not happening at the plate for the CornBelters. I mean, throughout, I think it was about 7 innings, only were able to get 2 runs before a quick little hit saw the CornBelters get around 4 runs in, but it wasn't much. The CornBelters have been struggling at the plate of late, and it's all about, can they deliver here? I mean, along with the struggles at the plate, let's talk about, just regular struggles when it comes to defense on the defensive side.
Sure.
They haven't been able to really field the ball well. Sometimes it's just been getting away. There's been miscommunication. I can point back to in the middle of the inning, I think it was around the second or third, where Ben Vogley and Eli Kieser, they had a little mistake, just a miscommunication that allowed for an easy Lafayette run and really an easy Lafayette double. But the good news, it ain't Lafayette anymore. It's Illinois Valley. It's a different start. But here's a little fun fact. Both these teams still really trying to get on the right foot as the second half of the season gets underway.
Of course, you mentioned miscommunication, and in order to make some noise down the stretch, you'll have to communicate and play better baseball. You mentioned the struggles at the plate. They're especially relevant and present when they're on the road, batting much worse on the road, boasting a much better home record than they do away. And they also struggle in finding that first pitcher out of the pen. They can get through the first 3, 4, 5 innings with their starters, but there's a very common trend in the middle of the game where there's a lull, not only with the pitching, though, but also with the bats. They're super hot and cold.
They are, and that's going to be the thing that is going to be more important for the CornBelters. Not just that, the return of one coach, Billy Du Bois, back in the dugout for the CornBelters, which is going to really matter a lot more. Of course, last night wasn't able to be in attendance for Lafayette, but now he's back in. Now it's like this team is revitalized. I mean, when you have Coach Du Bois back in the dugout, I mean, the boys get going for the CornBelters, and I'm sure that it's going to be something that really helps out here tonight.
We keep on talking about the bumps in the road for the Belters during the middle of the season here. And you mentioned Billy Du Bois had to take yesterday's game off after what happened Tuesday night. There was a big scuffle in Clinton. Clinton later apologized for their fans' actions, for their team's actions. Normal did the same. And now we're set for a 5-game series against the Pistol Shrimp. We'll get very familiar with this team throughout the course of the holiday weekend, which, by the way, almost happy 250th
of course,
to America. Despite all the struggles, though, there have been a lot of names that have shown through for Normal. Jackson Stanek, Jonah Roper, Nolan McCrossan, Tyler Thompson, and Graham Casey are all all-stars on this side of the ball. On the other side, they only have one. That's pitcher Max Bryant. Not sure we'll see him tonight. At least he's not starting. But, man, both of these teams come in looking for something, Devin.
And that's the biggest thing. Both these teams 1-4 on the second half of the season. I mean, for the CornBelters, they need to have a big game here. Let's talk about why they did not clinch the first playoff spot, which, of course, is now in Quincy's favor. I mean, losing against Drillville really kind of just set the tone in a way for the CornBelters. It's like they lost that game after, the whole rain delay saga that turned into CornBelters win after 5. Then, as Coach Du Bois mentioned, was a bit of karma, per se, losing that second game to Drillville, which was early in the morning. So now it's like, here you are. It's like that game kind of set the tone for a little bit, because now the CornBelters seem to be in a little bit of a rut. Last night kind of showed a bit of it, really not more of a bit. It really kind of showed that there is still a lot of chances for the CornBelters to get back in it, but how many more chances is it going to take? How many more tries is it going to take? I mean, yes, you got the win on Clinton, which is on the road, but you just lose to Lafayette. So now it's like, hey, Now we're back on the road. Is it road cooking? Because remember, first half of the season, home was pretty much, it was a place to be for the CornBelters. That's where it mattered. That's where they got most of the wins. But the road seemed to be the hard part. But now we are about 5 games in, and it seems like so far the road's where it's all pretty much good for the CornBelters.
Absolutely, and a series win over the next couple of days is imperative for a playoff push. Normal gets 5 chances against Illinois Valley, a club that struggled this season. If the CornBelters want to climb back into that playoff race, Devin, this is a series, of course, that they have to win. 3 wins feels like the minimum and is the expectation. 4, of course, would be a great weekend. And a 5-game sweep, though, is exactly what the Belters are hoping for.
Indeed, they are. As it's time to take a look at this batting order for the CornBelters, of course, being away. Here is how it goes. Ben Vogley, the leadoff man. He'll be playing out at short. Tyler Thompson falls up in the 2-hole. He's out in left field. Jackson Stanek, not the DH tonight. He is at first base. And I'll see Noel McCrossan at the 4-hole. He's playing at third. No Charlie Vera Cruz today. Right behind him is Addison Wortman. Wortman, who played in right last night, now turns into the DH, which sees Max Heineman. Heineman, he will play out at catcher. He'll be behind the dish. Carter Bleakney will now be out in right field, and it will see Filippo Barada. Filippo Barada returns to center. Barada will replace Cody. Cody was out in center last night, and that will see, last but not least, of course, one very good friend of the broadcast, Dylan Dune Romano, will be out at second base, and on the mound will be Brody Farrell.
As for the host, the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp, Chase Roberts is the starting shortstop today, leading things off. Ethan Silva will be at second base. Anthony Chavez at first in the 3rd hole. Batting cleanup is Carter Brown, the left fielder. The DH, Caden Chasek, DH. His brother Dawson is in right field in the 6th hole. Joey Ireland is at 3rd. Ryan Dunchin in center, batting 8th. And batting 9th, rounding things out, will be Tyler Rayburn, this catcher. And starting for this Pistol Shrimp team will be Bo Rakes. As now we'll step away for the national anthem. Back with you in Illinois Valley. My name is Leo Romano alongside Devin Witson as we are set for game 1 of this 5-game series between these two foes. And we'll get our first look of the day at the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp starter, Bo Rakes. But before that, Devin, give us a little weather update.
Oh, I don't mind at all. Of course, it is 89 degrees. It was high when we first got here, around 91 92. Of course, just like in normal, we're under an extreme heat warning. Something that I can say back down south, this ain't nothing. But just to get on track, wind is currently at 13 miles per hour, going a little bit left. So expect a lot of balls to end up in the real, I say the, no, I'm not sure that's little, dog park, but I'll definitely say it can end up in the parking lot. Just to mention, before this game, I decided to take a look at BP, and pretty much a lot of balls seem to be going at least near the warning track or out of the park. So it could be a high-scoring affair if the CornBelters are able to get out their hitting woes. But with all that being said, sure be a little hot one. But, it seems like perfect weather for baseball, though.
No doubt about it. And with that wind moving from right to left, it might be in favor more of the right hitter than the left-hander.
Indeed it is. And, I mean, we are, of course, on our screen. We'll have a look at our starting lineup one more time. CornBelters hoping that today is the day. They really want to get back on track. And, Leo, when you look at a team like this, I mean, obviously, when you are in a hole, I mean, you've played baseball. When you're in that hole where it seems like stuff is not falling your way, what is that message like? What do you probably think was a message from Coach Du Bois when that, I guess, really, when it all comes together?
Devin, you have to believe and you have to get off to a fast start. You have to jump on your opponents early, and it starts right here, right now with the shortstop, Ben Vogley, who digs in on the left side to face right-hander Bo Rakes out of Danville Area Community College. Out of the windup and the pitch, this one up and away for ball one.
Of course, Ben Vogley looking to deliver here. One of few All-Stars for your Normal CornBelters.
Ben Vogley has had a good season so far, 32 hits on the year, as he watches a fastball just miss the outside corner.
Of course, just mentioning, Vogley against Shrimp this season, 3 for 6. He went yard, has 4 RBIs.
Here's the 2-0 from Bo Rakes. This one cut through for strike one.
Solid pitch right there by Bo Rakes. That one going 82 on the gun.
Rakes, an 8.66 ERA. He was the opening day starter for the Pistol Shrimp. In 5 starts this season, boasts a 1-3 record. This fastball sails upstairs for ball 3.
And, I mean, when you are the pitcher in these situations, I think I've noticed a lot more with the heat starting to become more of a factor here, is that a lot of them are less aggressive. We've seen it at the Corn Crib, and I've seen it a little bit. Remember our Quincy trip.
Vogley watches this one called strike on the outside corner.
Great count here. Great battle to start off between the two.
Already the first full count of the game. Rakes, the windup, and the pitch. Fouled away. Staying alive is Vogley, who's been a very steady and reliable piece for this Belters team all season, Dev.
He has. He's one of the staples of the starting lineup as we really got on. You really like to see Vogley. I like to say Mr. Consistent. I throw that nickname around, but Vogley is one of those guys that's usually known to be consistent and one of the more aggressive base runners on the team.
Here's the second payoff pitch, up and away for ball 4. Ben Vogley draws a walk on the first at-bat of the game, and with nobody out, already a runner on for Normal.
Well, I mentioned how bad and really how big of a threat that you have when you have Vogley on at base. Of course, he is tied with Dylan Cody for the most stolen bases on the team. Both of them tied at 18. We'll see if that changes here tonight.
Now the order turns to Tyler Thompson, who's playing left field and takes a breaking ball inside for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Just caught the top of the zone. Clipped it right there.
Broke just in time for the right-hander as he looks over to Vogley at first and fires up home. This one hit sharply up the middle. Silva's got it. Steps on second. Finally gets the out after he bobbled the ball. Vogley wisely stepped out of the way. Had he run through it, he might have been able to make it there in time. Either way, it'll go down as a fielder's choice off the bat of Tyler Thompson, and still one runner on with one away.
Well, you can't have that if you are Illinois Valley. Mistakes like that is going to be crucial if you want to walk out of here successful. I mean, just not at all what you imagine for that play.
Now Rakes has to face Stan the man. It's Jackson Stanek. He's playing first base tonight. He digs into the left-handed side, takes a big hack at this first one, and fouls it away down the left side.
Mr. Stanek, as we have been told to refer to him as from certain coaches. Of course, second season with the CornBelters, he has really made that massive jump compared to how he was in 2025.
No doubt. Batted .281 this year. Sorry, last year. This year at .317. The windup and the pitch fouled back again for strike 2. Down 0-2 now is Stanek.
Back-to-back foul balls from Stanek, which shows that he has really seen the ball well. Of course, I've heard that there's a bit of promotion going on if Stanek strikes out here tonight.
That's right, Devin. If Stanek strikes out, it's free something here at Schweikert Stadium. The windup and the pitch. Stanek catches a piece of that one to stay alive. Still 0-2, and a runner on first with one away.
3 straight fouls from Stanek. Stanek has really seen the ball amazingly here.
Reduced beer prices.
Oof. Hey, that's a pretty good promotion, I would say.
Should Stanek strike out? He's the only one standing in the way of that from the fans here, as he catches a piece of that one for another long strike.
4 times Stanek has fouled off here.
Back in June against Clinton, Stanek was a home run short of the cycle, going 3 for 4 with a single, a double, and a triple. Started the season off really hot, has cooled down, but has heated back up over the last week as he fouls another one off. That's 5 foul balls in a row for number 5.
Now, you don't see that every day, but this is a great battle between Rakes and Stanek here. Back-to-back, running back-to-back. I mean, quintuple foul balls between these two. I mean, who's going to get the better? This is exciting. I like this here.
Rakes had Tyler Thompson ground out into a fielder's choice as he pitches this one into the right-handed batter's box for the first ball of Stanek's long at-bat.
Been a while since we've seen the ball, no?
Yeah, and this is a tough part of the lineup. You had Ben Vogley, who should have been an all-star, and then Tyler Thompson, who is, Jackson Stanek, who is. You have another all-star batter on deck. This one's driven toward right field. Szymanski is going to be under it for out number 2.
And you know how I mentioned how this ballpark is. You're going to see a lot of flyouts here today, especially if they are to right with how the wind has been moving. And there is a case of that right there. But Stanek got on the ball well, but unfortunately that time, nothing going.
After the opening walk issued to Ben Vogley, Rakes has settled into this one. Had Tyler Thompson ground into a fielder's choice, and Stanek retired to right field. But now it brings up another all-star in the third baseman, Nolan McCrossan, who steps in on the right side and fouls this off to the right side.
Seems like a bit of deja vu already. Another foul ball just after we saw 5 fouls and then a flyout. So let's see if that's a little bit of the case right here with McCrossan.
Rakes from the stretch, looks over to Thompson at first. Won't go there. Instead, fires home. Swinging a looper into shallow center. Dunchin's there and makes the catch.
Nice catch right there just to end it. Good job by Dunchin. Didn't let the sun get too much in his eyes, as that will close out the top half of the first.
Top half of the first is in the books. When we get back, it'll be Chase Roberts, Ethan Silva, and Anthony Chavez to start things off for the home team. Brody Farrell on the mound to start things off as the CornBelters are wearing their bright green jerseys with yellow numbers. And he'll face Chase Roberts, the shortstop, to get things going. The Pistol Shrimp wearing their white uniforms with black stripes. They have black numbering and orange outlining. Here's the first pitch from Farrell, and it's down low for ball one.
Nice pitch right there by Farrell. And Farrell, just one of the new additions here for the CornBelters. He's been pretty good so far.
Chase Roberts has been pretty good this year so far as he pops this one up toward the pitcher. Nolan McCrossan drifts over from third to make the catch, one away.
Great job by McCrossan there. Looks like he was caught a little bit in the air, just had a little whoa, 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 whoa. But comes down, makes a play, and great start right there for the CornBelters.
Great start indeed. We have a great crowd here too. Schweikert Stadium sits about 500, but has a capacity of 2,500 plus.
Of course, in Schweikert, something I just found out, they love cowbells. The only other place I've heard cowbells used? You want to know?
It's got to be Mississippi State.
Indeed. I'm glad you know. It's annoying to deal with, though, when you're on the road.
Oh, no doubt about it, as Silva looks at a first pitch ball on the outside half. Second offering from Farrell is up and away
Of course,
for ball two. That one clocked in at 90.
Good one right there. And that's the type of stuff you see from Farrell. He can get up to those 90s, sometimes gets 92.
Here's the 1-1, and it's fouled back behind us for strike. 2-1 now.
Now, we mentioned just how the ballpark is in Schweikert. Already so far, not trying to be, a little stickler for stats, but it seems like we're nearing double digits on foul balls from both teams.
Sure are, as this breaking pitch from Farrell is down low and inside on the left-hander, Ethan Silva. Silva bobbled a ground ball back in the top of the first, was still able to make the play and get the runner out at second as this pitch catches the back door for strike two.
Good pitch thrown right there. All credit to Farrell. Now, full count. Let's see if he can get it right here.
Here's the 3-2. This one just low for ball four.
Well, not ideal if you are Brody Farrell. You walk the leadoff man, which, let's talk about Ethan Silva. He can and is a threat when he is on the base. 3 stolen bags already on the year, but it's all about dealing with Ethan Silva. Now dealing with Anthony Chavez.
Anthony Chavez playing first base tonight for the Pistol Shrimp. Stands at 6'3", 215 pounds as Farrell delivers to him. This ball is crushed to right. No doubt about that one. 2-0 Pistol Shrimp.
Well, I told you, this is a great ballpark here for hitters. And there it is. Anthony Chavez goes deep. And it is now a 2-0 lead for the Pistol Shrimp. The cowbells are humming. And Anthony Chavez is a happy man. And that sees Illinois Valley up already.
108 off the bat, 390 feet in the air. How about that?
That was a nuke. As soon as it went off the bat, you could just tell it was going deep. And deep it went. And now it brings up Carter Brown looking to add on for the Pistol Shrimp.
Carter Brown batting .241 with 1 home run through 11 games of his this season. Farrell bounces back with the first pitch breaking ball strike.
Sure, Carter Brown, out of K Creek, Arizona, he's probably thinking this heat's nothing much, it's 89 right now. You know how hot it is in Arizona?
Brown's built for it, no doubt about it, as he looks at a pitch that doesn't break into the zone for ball one.
Of course, you mentioned, 1 home run through 11 games. That could change. So far already we've seen 1 home run. Could this be the second?
Farrell delivers, fouled sharply back right at us. 1-2.
And as they say, thank goodness for protective netting. Without it, I think that's definitely going to hit the press box. Probably bounce off the glass a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes as Brown takes a deep breath, swings his bat around, and now settles in. Here's the windup and the pitch Swing and a miss for strike 3, but it's down in the dirt. Heineman picks it up, fires across the baseline, and makes it down to Stanek in time for out number 2. A much-needed one at that.
Indeed it is, but Heineman, credit to him just to get back at that in time. The throw just had a little bit of, I don't know about that one. Stanek just reached out, though, joined club stretch, and got the out that they have been needing for. Good bounce back out, though, for Brody Farrell.
2 outs. Brody Farrell delivers a first pitch, breaking ball in for a strike to the DH, Caden Shatsuk. Second pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. 0-2 now to the 6'4", 220-pound right-hander out of Illinois State. Right down the street from the corn crib as he catches a piece of that one to stay alive.
Of course, coming to this game, hitting about at 308. One of the solid hitters, you would say, for this Pistol Shrimp squad. I'm sure he's looking to make that average go a bit higher, you know?
Of course, and if you're just joining us, it's 2-0 in the bottom of the first after the Anthony Chavez 2-run shot by the Pistol Shrimp. So the CornBelters find themselves in an early hole. Here's the 1-2 from Farrell, grounded sharply to the left side. Ben Vogley's got it, fires it over to first in time.
Great play by Vogley right there. Just gets it a little bit backhanded, but all that matters, you get the out, and now that's it for the first.
Through 1, it's 2-0 Pistol Shrimp here in Peru, Illinois. You're listening to Leo Romano and Devin Witson on the Normal CornBelters YouTube. Leading off the top half of the second for your Normal CornBelters is the designated hitter, Addison Worthman. Bo Rakes still in the game, pitching from the right side. After issuing a leadoff walk in the top half of the first, he retired 3 consecutive All-Stars.
Now, by Addison Worthman, of course, was one of the KCL call-ups, as that one is going to be called. Now, Worthman won the KCL call-ups. Took a look at him during batting practice. Went really deep here. I mean, went about Warnchak multiple times.
After a first pitch ball, the second one is in there for a strike. That's a fastball recorded at 86.
And we mentioned how much power Addison Worthman has, currently slugging at nearly 500. Crazy stats.
It's been a beautiful summer so far for Worthman. The windup and the pitch fouled away for strike 2.
Now, if you are Worthman, you know, he's really common when he gets into these little jams of 1-2 or maybe 0-2. But it's important for him to just stay calm and relax in these situations. Don't want to be over-aggressive here.
Of course, and up until last night where he went 0 for 4 against Lafayette, he had an 8-game hit streak. Here's a big leg kick out of Rakes, and it's a fastball that he tugs away.
Now in a 2-2 count here, a little bit more efficient here for Workman, but at the same time, if you are Rakes, it's all about getting that punch out right here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Bo Rakes' pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rakes punches out Worthman for the first out of the top half of the second.
Well, that is a great pitch right there from Rakes. That one, a little bit off speed, going at 79, just caught Workman off guard. Usually Workman's used to seeing the fastballs and heaters thrown at him, but this off-speed one gets him down and back to the dugout. As that brings up now Max Heineman.
Max Heineman doing the catching, chops this one over to the right side. It's the second baseman, Ethan Silver, there, and he makes the play over to Anthony Chavez in time for out number 2.
Well, it's been a little bit common, an unfortunate common reality for the CornBelters. A lot of these quick innings happen when they're at the plate, and that's not ideal in the slightest, but here you are now as it sees Carter Bleakney return back to the lineup after no showing last night. Now back in it, hoping to try and give some life here already. CornBelters with 2 outs.
Carter Blakeney, the right fielder, who on Anthony Chavez's home run just watched that ball soar over his face. He tries to call time here, but halfway through his lineup was Rakes, who fires in an off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Indeed it was, and I know Bleakney wants that time, trying to get settled in here. Of course, when you take a day off and you don't see really action, you kind of, it's like a little bit of a mental reset. You got to get back into the groove.
Bo Rakes fires up and away for ball 1. Rakes has found a little bit of a rhythm here after the opening walk to Ben Vogley in the top of the first. He's got that 2-0 lead to work with. Off the bat of the first baseman, Anthony Chavez, as the next pitch is just low for a ball.
Just low, and there is the second ball of this battle here, which seems like a rarity. Of course, just only Atson Workman really had a ball to deal with.
Here comes the 2-1, just upstairs for ball 3.
Nice job by Bleakney to work himself into the 3-1 count. Now he's able to take a little strike if he wants, or if he wants to have at it, full send. Green light is yours right here, in my opinion.
Blakeney's been ice cold over his last 9 games, going 1 for 29. Can he change it here? The windup and the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. The shortstop, Chase Roberts, is there. Fires it over to first. Got him. 1-2-3 for Bo Rakes.
1-2-3 indeed. As we look at that last play, just hit out to Roberts. Roberts took a little bit of a stumble when he was trying to make that throw, and thankfully for him, he got the out, and that is all important for Illinois Valley.
Normal goes 1-2-3. As up next, we'll see the 6, 7, and 8 spots hit for the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp. Back with you in Peru, Illinois. The Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp are ahead 2-0 over your normal CornBelters. And the first batter to lead things off in the bottom of the second for the Pistol Shrimp is the right fielder, Dawson Szymanski.
Dawson Szymanski here so far for him this year, not bad at all. I mean, taking a look at his stats, I mean, even though it's a .04 average, still has a home run to his name, and he has a couple RBIs.
First ball from Farrell in the dirt for ball 1. Working quickly is the right-hander, and he fires this one upstairs for ball 2.
Of course, Szymanski out of Ruston, Louisiana, plays some a little familiar with, covers some games out there. Currently going to Louisiana Tech.
Third pitch is in there for ball 3. 3-0 now to Dawson Szymanski.
And that's the thing for someone like Szymanski, haven't seen him played. He is a patient hitter. He likes to be in these counts.
The windup and the pitch. He takes this one down the first base side. Stanek shows off his glove and steps on the bag for out number 1.
Well, that's what just Mr. Jack Stanek does. He does those quick and easy outs just like that. Easy grounder right to him, and he just hit the back, and there's one up, one down for the pistol shrimp.
Now stepping into the right-handed batter's box is the third baseman, number 2, Joey Ireland of the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp, with one away here in the bottom of the second. Farrell fires this one laced into left center. It has a chance. It's gone. Sorry, it's in the park. Off of the bottom of the fence. The ball blended in with the white backdrop and the white dirt out at the warning track, and it'll be a stand-up double for Joey Ireland.
That is one of the more challenging things of trying to judge here at Swigert Stadium. I mean, you see that ball hit well right to the white warning track. A little uncommon for a place we've been, but great hit out there. Went off the bat at 94. That was smoked out to left. And that's a stand-up double right there for, not Ryan Dunson.
Ireland with the stand-up double. It brings up the center fielder, number 57, Ryan Duncan. His first pitch he looks at for a ball in the dirt on the left side.
Of course, we mentioned the dirt here. I mean, I spoke to Dylan Romano, before the game when he was just fielding out there. He said the dirt was a bit challenging. It was a little bit rough to deal with, in his perspective. Of course, he's out there at second, so we'll see if anything's hit his way and if that theory is proven right.
Farrell looks back. Ireland at second, fires home, and that one's inside for another ball. Or a strike called.
That ball called at 89 on the gun. Nice little heater there. Farrell, we know that he can get up in these high numbers. It's his specialty per se.
Farrell looks back twice. This one upstairs for ball 2.
And we just mentioned Ryan Duncan. Of course, he's not really that bad at all. I mean, center fielder already with 7 hits and 11 RBIs this season. He has 2 multi-hit games this year, so we'll see what the ISU Redbird can do.
Farrell fires another one into the dirt for ball 3. Now down 3 balls to 1 strike to Duncan.
Of course, pretty crazy to think, Ryan Duncan out of East Peoria, not that far from Normal.
3 balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch upstairs for ball 4. Ryan Duncan is awarded first base. And with 1 away and 2 men on, it'll bring up the catcher, number 42, Tyler Rayburn.
But before that, Max Heineman going to check on Brody Farrell. So far it hasn't been his day, just getting a little reset, a little refresher. Of course, no action in the bullpen yet for Normal. Of course, if that happens, we'll let you know. But, when it comes to having just a slow start, it's a little bit common, but not ideal for the CornBelters. But here's a chance to turn it around against Tyler Rayburn.
Rayburn, a 6'1" left-hander, digs into the box. He swings his bat around as he stands still, waiting for the first offering. Farrell looks back, Ireland at second, and fires in for strike 1.
I mean, mentioning Rayburn here, no home runs yet, hitting under 200, trying to hopefully add on another RBI, already with 3 on the year.
Farrell comes home with pitch number 2, and it's way outside for ball 1.
Rayburn, just to mention, made the trip all the way out from Colorado, of all places, and ends up here in Peru, Illinois, playing for the Pistol Shrimp this year.
And batting 185 this season. 1 ball, 1 strike, a swing and a miss for strike 2. Nice fastball.
Nah, correction there. That's an all-speed one. 76. It was a big hack taken, though, by Tyler Rayburn. That's how bad he wanted that one.
Tyler Rayburn awaits. Here's the 1-2. Low and outside.
And now it's a 2-2 count here. Really favorable for Farrell if he can get this punch out or if he can get something that can be turned into a double play.
Brody Farrell comes set. Looks back at Ireland at second. Fires in and punches out Rayburn.
Man, oh man, I'm sure Rayburn wished he had that one back. I told you earlier when he swung and missed, that was a heat. Well, it was a heater, but it looked like he wanted these off-speed pitches. And again, it's the off-speed pitch that catches him. Another one to go 76 that sees him back to the dugout, which brings us back to the top of the order. And there is Chase Roberts again.
The Pistol Shrimp still up 2-0 here in the bottom of the second with 2 gone and 2 men on. Joey Ireland, the runner, on second after his double. Ryan Duncan on first, and we get a swing and a miss here from the leadoff man, the shortstop Chase Roberts, for strike 1.
Good little heater right there. I mean, Farrell's starting to get back into the move, so it looks like the talk that Heineman and Farrell had is really resetting him.
Chase Roberts flew out his first time up as that one misses high for ball 1.
And you saw the notation right there for Heineman just saying, calm down, calma, calma, as Cristiano Ronaldo will say. I know they are playing right now, Portugal and Croatia, still a 0-0 game. Quick little fun fact for you right there.
There you go. This game, 2-0 in favor of the Pistol Shrimp. The windup and the pitch. Chopped over to third base. McCrossan's got it and will step on the bag, but that one is foul.
McCrossan really hoped that was going to be it. Look at the reaction. They're just talking about it. Well, the third base coach for Illinois Valley, he's probably wondering, hey, that was called foul. Of course, with that play, it just barely caught like the line there. I mean, almost had it, but from our view, we thought it was going to be all said and done.
As close as it gets, Devin. Here is the 1-2 again from Farrell. Right down the middle for strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Brody Farrell to end the second.
A nice heater right there by Brody Farrell. Got back up with the fastball and got the job done. Nice heater, as I mentioned, 89 on the gun, and that sees the second inning all said and done.
2 men left on base after 1 hit for the Pistol Shrimp, and up to start the third will be Filippo Barada, the center fielder, the second baseman, Dylan Romano, and then back to the top of the lineup with the shortstop, Ben Vogley. We'll be back after this. Filippo Barada set to lead things off against the right-hander Bo Rakes, who's in for his third inning of work in a 2-0 ball game and fires that one across his body for ball 1.
Barada, who's replacing Dylan Cody last night, of course, still hitting under 200, but his average has really jumped up, though.
The windup in the pitch. This one stroked well to center. The center fielder, Ryan Duncan, is under it and has it for out number one.
You mentioned how this field is more of a little hitter's paradise. The CornBelters are seeing the ball well, but just a lot of flyouts are really, groundouts are just not going their way. But now it brings up someone we know, and he's a good friend of the broadcast, Dylan Romano.
Dylan Romano in at second base today in the 9 spot for this normal CornBelters team. He's got his purple batting gloves as he awaits the first pitch from Rakes. And he's going to let this one go by for strike one.
Understandable right there by Romano. Just a bit outside. Looks like it caught the edge. Just clipped it almost, but good take.
No balls and 1 strike. Working out of the windup is Bo Rakes. Fires one in there as Romano cuts through it for strike 2.
You see Romano, I feel like he wanted to get that off after it was called a strike. He probably felt like, oh, it wasn't, called that, but, well, here he is. He's an 0-2 count now.
Romano trying to dig himself out of a hole. Batting 185 on the season. The windup and the pitch. A breaking ball that's left upstairs for ball 1.
And this is what Romano likes to do. He likes to work himself in situations that makes the pitcher uncomfortable, Early on, 0-2 count. Now here you are, 1-2. So we'll see if it can turn into 2-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Rakes comes home and fires one into the dirt for ball 2.
And you see, as I mentioned, the eye of Romano, too, always has a good eyesight for it when it comes down to the season. Of course, hasn't been the best average-wise, hitting under 200, but it's all right, though.
You mentioned his good eye. 3 walks on the season as he faces a 2-2 count from Rakes. Rakes up and in for ball 3. After down 0-2, Romano now draws the count full.
And now trying to make the most of it here. 3-2 count. Has a bit of a pickle right now for Rakes here. He hasn't really dealt with a bunch of 3-2 counts, but we'll see how he manages this one.
With 1 away in the top of the 3rd, Rakes shakes off a few pitches, goes outside in the dirt, and Romano tries to check his swing but doesn't. It'll be the 7th strikeout of this season against Romano as he can't hold on the breaking ball low and away.
I mentioned, wanted to have that one back, and I feel like that will be something he hopes to have back right there. Romano tried to check the swing, but it looks like the decision from the umpire is strike 3.
It was close, but not close enough as the shortstop Ben Vogley and leadoff hitter steps in. His first pitch is swung on and lifted up into the bullpen. It's the left fielder, Carter Brown, who just stares at it after chasing it down. 0-1 now.
Brown, you see he has some wheels on it right there. I mean, if not for it falling just in the bullpen and taking that bounce outside, I feel like he had a good chance to get that out.
Ben Vogley, the lefty, going against Rakes, the righty. The windup and the pitch. Good spot from Rakes, but doesn't get the call. It's a ball.
Ball 1 given to Vogley. Just hit the top of the zone. Just caught it right there. A little bit of those 50-50 calls, wouldn't you say?
No doubt. Here comes the next offering. Grounded up the middle. It'll get past the glove of the shortstop, Chase Roberts, and it's a base hit for Vogley, the first of the game for Normal.
Well, Roberts is definitely hating that he got down and dirty. Tried to lay out for it, but it was just a ball hit way too fast, and it gets Ben Vogley on base. If we can get the stat up real quick, Vogley kind of smoked it, but not really. Went 67 off, and it really took a nice little bounce as 1 second. Ben Vogley, they tried to pick him off. Not happening.
Ben Vogley, one of the faster runners on this team. He's got 18 stolen bases. This one grounded left side, kicks off the glove of the third baseman, Joey Ireland. And no throw will be made. First and second now with 2 gone for the Belters.
Well. An interesting situation we have here, though. It didn't hit off the glove. It hit off the foot, really the inside part of the third baseman, John Ireland's foot right there. Hit off the cleat, bounced well, and unfortunately, for the pistol trim, it sees them have to deal with a 2-run situation. 2 runners are on base now.
Ireland tries to backhand it. And it's unsuccessful as it brings up the formidable lefty and the first baseman, number 5, Jackson Stanek. Stanek flew out to right field his first time up back in the first. Rakes looks over to second, fires home, and delivers a ball low and inside.
Low and inside, that one heater though here from Rakes. I'm sure Rakes is probably unhappy that he has himself in this situation. 2 runners on base with 2 outs.
Rakes sets and is ready to go from the stretch. He looks back at Vogley, fires toward home. This one just above the belt, and it's another ball.
Another ball here for Stanek. And Stanek's the type of guy you kind of wonder, do you want to pitch around to him, or is this the type of guy you like to attack? I mean, Stanek is one of those hitters that, for the CornBelters, he kind of drives the offense. If he gets going, the team gets going.
2 balls, no strikes. The windup in the pitch, this one just outside for ball 3.
I wonder if that one was meant to be in the zone. I mean, looking at it now, it caught it, but not much. And maybe there was a little bit of effect of Ben Vogley just playing a little dancing on second.
Ben Vogley putting on a performance at the plate and in the base paths already as Stanek watches a fastball at 83 fly by for strike 1.
High one there. Stanek, I'm sure if he wanted to, he could get it, but not that time, though. Just held off and just let it come to him. Stanek's known to just let these balls come to him, and if he sees a good one, he's sure to have at it.
Bo Rakes looks back at Vogley, fires toward home. It's a breaking ball that's inside. And now the Belters have the bases loaded with 2 gone, and the third baseman, Nolan McCrossin, up to bat.
But before that, it looks like there's a meeting of the minds on the mound here, as looks like there's going to be a talk. Of course, Rakes finds himself in a situation where bases are loaded. No action in the bullpen yet, though, for the Pistol Shrimp, but we'll see how the discussion goes.
Bo Rakes, after starting this inning off with a fly out to center and a strikeout against Dylan Romano, has let up a single to Ben Vogley and issued back-to-back walks to the All-Stars Thompson and Stanek, as manager Jamek is out there speaking with his infield.
It's like he's just got the final go-ahead and the little mound visit, and he's trying to return back to play. Just talking about, the stadium here and just mentioning on how much we can expect for balls to hit out well. I mean, so far, most of the outs for the CornBelters have been either through flyouts or ground out, which it shows that they're seeing the ball well, which is the good part. It's just that sometimes the timing is just not there, and, unfortunately, it happens.
Rakes going back from the windup, and the first offering is high and inside for ball 1 to McCrossin. McCrossin, Devin, as we know, has had a great season, batting .311 with 27 RBIs and 22 runs. His 37 hits are also top 10 in the league. From the stretch now, what an important stop from Rayburn in a pitch that got away from Bo Rakes.
Indeed it is, and if that was not stopped, I feel like that would be a bad situation. Great job by Rayburn to stop it, but situation now 2-0, bases still loaded. I mean, now, in the back of your mind, if you are a pitcher, you kind of forget about, I have 2 outs. Bases are loaded, so the pressure's a bit on now.
Bases jammed with 2 away in the top of the third in a 2-0 ball game in favor of the Pistol Shrimp. From the stretch now is Rakes. 2 balls, no strikes. He comes home with a fastball down central for strike 1.
That one going at 80 here. A little bit surprising to see right here from Bo Rakes. Usually is bringing the heat most of the time. The off-speed, we haven't really seen it that much, but it's there, and it's noticeable.
McCrossin waggles his bat, awaits the 2-1, swings on one, and it gets through the 5-6 hole. In comes one, and around third comes Tyler Thompson. It's going to be a 2 RBI single for the All-Star Nolan McCrossin. And it's a 2-2 ball game.
And that is how it's done. Nolan McCrossin can make these big-time plays happen in big-time moments under pressure, and that is how it's done right there. Great hit out to left. It gets right by the third baseman. Ireland unable to get on it, and it brings home 2 for the CornBelters. And hey, look, we're back tied. It's 2-2.
2-2 now here in Peru. Stanek wasn't able to get all the way over to third, so he's on second. McCrossan is at first. And Worthman, the batter, was just hit by a pitch, so the bases will be loaded yet again. All of this, Devin, with 2 outs.
Indeed, indeed. Well, this is a little situation now when you say Workman makes his bases loaded once more, and it will bring up Max Heineman, which, hey, if Heineman can deliver, this game will be flipped on its head. And I'm sure there's no person that the CornBelters would like to have that isn't Heineman. I mean, just mentioning Heineman here, so far this year, 4 games, of course, one of the newer faces, but he did get a double at Quincy, so we'll see if he can replicate that success right here, right now.
All runs in the top half of this third inning are unearned after the error by the third baseman, Joey Ireland. Max Heineman caught a piece of that first one, and it just fell over the netting, and one of the fans made a nice catch.
All credit to them, Some of the fans, they still got it.
Max Heineman grounded out to the second baseman, Ethan Silver, his last time up. The windup and the pitch laced to right, and a diving catch by the right fielder, Dawson Szymanski. Leaves 3 stranded for the normal CornBelters, but not before Nolan McCrossan strikes with the 2 RBI single to tie this game up at 2.
Great catch right there by Szymanski. Went a little bit sideways just to do it and got the inning ending out right there.
A nice effort by Szymanski ends the top half of the third. Leo Romano and Devin Witson will be back in just a moment with the bottom half action of the third. After Nolan McCrossan ties this one up at 2, it'll be the second baseman, number 43, Ethan Silva, first to face Brody Farrell in the bottom of the third.
Well, so far we're back tied, which is a good sign for the CornBelters.
The first offering from Farrell to Silva misses low for a ball.
And I mean, just speaking about Brody Farrell, he's really got back into the groove. I mean, got 2 punch-outs last inning.
And he's working quickly. This one grounded over to the first baseman. It's Stanek. He'll flip it over to Farrell, who gets there in time for the first out of the third.
Well, it's always better when you're able to field the ball that's hit right to your first baseman. And, hey, you get the out some way somehow yourself, and that's how it's done. 3-1, that's one scored. And that will bring up number 19, Anthony Chavez.
Anthony Chavez hit a 2-run bomb his last time up, and he takes this one for a first pitch strike on the inside corner.
Chavez had a no-doubter. I mean, he made Carter Bleakley just look and stare last time out.
The windup and the pitch, a swing and a miss on a pitch way low for strike one. Went golfing there.
Really? I mean, that one, he just had a little bit of a chance, but not really.
0-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Chavez, after the home run his first time up, is retired via the strikeout for the second out of the third.
You saw Chavez. He had the green light, I'm assuming, but he was over-aggressive. He wanted to have a double success. He wanted to do it twice. You know, they always say the second time is so nice, but that second time, not nice at all. Swing is a miss, strike three.
Here comes the tall righty out of left field. It's Carter Brown, who struck out his first time up, and watches a breaking ball go right down the middle for strike one.
Good little pitch right there, though, by Farrell. Farrell's really got in the groove now. Gave up that home run and hasn't looked back.
Working quickly for strike two.
And
Carter Brown just stood there.
Brown just looked, I think he was looking for time.
He was.
Which is why there was no attempt at all and just gave the home plate umpire a look like, hey, man, what's going on? What are we doing?
Either way, he now finds himself down 0-2 as Farrell seeks his fourth strikeout of the night. Swing and a miss for strike three. It'll be another drop third, though, issued to Carter Brown, and it's strikeout number 5 through 3 innings.
Well. Another strikeout for one Brody Farrell. He's got the groove back, and looks like the CornBelters, they found a new groove, didn't they?
Well, with 3 innings in the books, we're tied at 2 in Peru. And due up for the Belters when we return will be the right fielder Carter Blakeney, the center fielder Filippo Barada, and the second baseman Dylan Romano. The right fielder, Carter Blakeney, set to lead things off here in the top half of the fourth for the normal CornBelters in a 2-2 ball game after Brody Farrell went 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the third.
I mean, now when it comes to Carter Blakeney,
Blakeney shows bunt, but takes it back as that pitch is just outside for ball one, as you were saying, Devin.
Well, that just caught me off guard. You don't really see that a lot from the CornBelters. Usually the CornBelters are swing heavy. You don't really see the bunt attempt drone that quick, but there it is. Carter Blakeney throwing out the bunt. So we'll see how this goes.
The windup and the pitch, fouled back and away. Devin, you're right. This Belters team doesn't show bunt too often, but with Chase Roberts, the shortstop, and the third baseman, Joey Ireland, playing back a little bit deeper than this Belters team is used to seeing, manager Billy DuBois must have thought, why not show bunt? It also seemed to mess with Bo Rakes, but now the count is 1-1. The windup and the pitch, it's up and in for ball 2. Ahead now 2-1 is the right fielder Blakeney.
And we're seeing that the CornBelters are just getting their groove on. I mentioned a lot of times throughout the broadcast, but it's not like, I don't know if it's because of the ballpark, but it's felt like the CornBelters have just really flipped it.
Rakes comes home with ball 2, just upstairs.
Just upstairs indeed. I'm sure they want to have that one back, but unfortunately, it happened that time around.
3-1 count now. The windup and the pitch. This ball laced into left. Back at the track is the left fielder, Carter Brown, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Carter Brown just saw it, had not that much of a slow little step to it, but got the out, which is all that matters for the Pistol Shrimp. Hit out well, went on 86 on the gun, which for a second you kind of think, is it going to go to that warning track? But no, it didn't. It just fly out again for the CornBelters.
That ball carried 330 feet, just missed the fence, as the center fielder Filippo Barada fouls the first pitch back and away.
And just mentioning Filippo Barada, I know we talked about it earlier on the broadcast, but for him, he's solidly been building up more and more compared to how he started the season, which wasn't the best, but Barada's gotten back in the groove, and he's starting to get back a little comfortable at the plate now.
Sure has. Laces this one, but it's fouled down the third base line.
Barada, who has 13 hits on his season, 3 doubles, 1 hit, well, 1 triple, correction, looking to add on to that.
Rakes, shakes off the catcher Tyler Rayburn. Now nods and comes home. A swing and a looper into shallow left. Off the glove of the left fielder Carter Brown, who made a diving effort. And that ball's in no man's land. Coming around second now is Filippo Barada, and he slides in safely at third.
Well. Lucky Iris when you say for Filippo Barada. That one ruled as a hit, just bounced off. It bounced off the left fielder. Just unfortunate for him to not be able to make the play. Carter Brown tried to lay out for it, but unfortunately just hit off his glove, and that led for a triple, the second triple of the season for Filippo Barada. And now it brings up Dylan Romano with a chance to try and make it more.
Dylan Romano watches the first pitch sail by for strike 1, and the throw back down to Rakes was off the target from Tyler Rayburn, but it won't matter. Infield in now for the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp. It's a 2-2 ball game in the top of the 4th with 1 out. Barada the runner on third, Romano at the dish, and that one's upstairs. It's now 1-1 to Romano.
Of course, Romano is the type of guy you like to have in these situations where there's a run 90 feet away. Has picked up a lot of RBIs so far. Well, of course, during his JUCO days, and looking to really add on to that, trying to bring the JUCO stuff.
Right. The 1-1 low and away. Nice stop by Tyler Rayburn. Should that one have gone away, it could have been an extra run for the Belters, although the backstop, Devin, as we learned, is all brick. It would ricochet right off of that, might end up right into the glove of Rayburn.
And for Rayburn and Heineke, it's a different little ball. It's a different thing. I mean, obviously Rayburn, he has more experience dealing with that, but for Heineke, it's different. You know, he's all used to the corn crib where there's padding right behind him, and he can be a little safe.
The 2-1 just misses the hands of Romano for ball 3.
Nice work by Romano. Has stayed patient. Has let the pitches come to him instead of really hunting after it this time around.
Rakes comes set. Looks to third and fires home for strike 2. Romano thought it was a little bit low, but it's called strike 2, and we have a full count now to the second baseman.
You look at Romano, he was just wondering, hey, man, I thought that was in. I thought that was it, but nope. It's now a full count situation.
Rakes looks toward his catcher, now looks over at third to Barada. He'll come home with the payoff pitch, high and away for ball 4. Romano has first base.
Well, this is a very, very good situation for the CornBelters. Runners on the corners. Romano now at first. Of course, this as Barada at third. Perfect time for someone like Ben Vogley to get a nice little hit right into the gap if he can and try and help the CornBelters take the lead because they are just 1 run from it. Barada being the go-ahead run.
And the shortstop, Ben Vogley, digs in on the left side. They're going to go back over to first to check on Romano. Romano's in there standing. Has to keep him honest. Romano with 4 stolen bases on the year so far. The Belters like to utilize his speed. As Rakes comes home and Vogley cuts through it for strike 1.
Vogel took a hack at that one. Really wanted that. And there's the thing that is about the Cornbelters here. They want to add on when they have a chance to, but sometimes they can get a little aggressive. But it's all about making the little things matter more.
Ben Vogel rips on this one, and it gets by the second baseman, Ethan Silva. Coming home is Filippo Barato, and going all the way to third is the second baseman, Dylan Romano, who awkwardly slides into third. I don't know what you want to call that, but a base hit nonetheless for Ben Vogel. And now the Cornbelters take a 3-2 lead.
Well, as this mound visit is happening again here for the Pistol Shrimp, let's talk about that last play. Nice little hit right there by Vogel that hit right out to right, got past the second baseman, and brought home Barada to see the Cornbelters ahead. Romano, you mentioned that slide here. I don't know what we can call it. I say he looks like he was surfing right there when he ended up back at third. It looks like he was a part of Baywatch or something. Just flew in like, whoa, 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 hold on, man. And thankfully, he's safe, so he's all good. As this mound visit is happening right now for the Pistol Shrimp, it sees a perfect opportunity for Tyler Thompson to deliver if he can. Thompson, he has delivered in these runners on base positions.
Tyler Thompson, one of the better hitters on this Cornbelters team, will now dig in on the right side as the infield jogs their way back to their positions. Still one gone here in the top of the fourth. It was the line out all the way to deep left off the bat of Carter Blakeney that started things off. Then a triple by Filippo Barada. Dylan Romano then walked, and Ben Vogel was awarded with an RBI single as Tyler Thompson fouls this off on the right side for strike one.
And again, we're back to seeing those foul balls here. A lot of these Cornbelters batters, they've seen the ball better here than they did last night, which has really been beneficial for them.
Rakes get set, working from the stretch now. Infield back to their normal positions. This one in the dirt. And Vogel will take off, and he'll be upstanding. No contest from the catcher, Tyler Rayburn.
Ben Vogel gets to advance a second on that one. Rayburn just wasn't able to catch that one, went down to third, and really didn't have much time to try and bounce back from it.
Second and third now with one out. Infield back in. Tyler Thompson watches this one soar high and inside. Almost catches a piece of him.
Rayburn, for a second, after making the catch, just looked over at third, thinking Romano was going to come in and try something, but no.
2 balls, 1 strike. Rakes fires toward home for strike 2. Catches a piece of that bottom outside corner.
Great job right there by Rakes. Starting to get back in the groove here after giving up that run that gave the Cornbelters lead, but we'll see if he can get something going right now.
Belters up 3-2. Tyler Thompson, the left fielder in the right-handed batter's box, looking to open this one up. It's grounded over to third. Joey Ireland takes a look at Romano and fires over to first to Anthony Chavez in time. No runners will advance, and now there's 2 gone, and the first baseman, Jackson Stanek, up to bat.
As you mentioned, all runners hold right there. Didn't want to risk it, and I don't blame him. Romano stays at third. We'll see Vogel still at second and brings up Jackson Stanek here. Stanek, he's known to deliver when runners are on base, just like Thompson. I mean, the real heart of the lineup starts now for the Cornbelters.
All-star Jackson Stanek, 0 for 1 today with a walk back in the third. Has 2 runners in scoring position and a big swing and a miss for strike 1.
Stanek took a little hack at that one right there. That one just went down low, and kind of had Stanek just on a knee a little bit trying to make that swing happen.
Stanek has a lot of power. 3 home runs on the season. Looking to make it 4. Infield back to their normal positions after they played in on the last batter. This one's fouled off to the left side for strike 2. 0-2 now to Stanek.
Stanek now trying to fight. This is not ideal for him here, as it looks like some action is going on in the bullpen right now for Illinois Valley. So we'll see who is it.
Some arms getting loose for the home team. Here's the 0-2 to Jackson Stanek. It's ripped down the right side, right into the glove of the first baseman, Anthony Chavez, who walks over to the base and steps on the bag for the final out of the top half of the fourth.
And not the ideal situation if you are the CornBelters. You hope that, hey, this is going to be inning we can add on more, but you leave 2 runners stranded. But the good news, you're now in the lead for the first time all evening. It's all about how can you keep that lead going here.
That's right, Devin. Belters 3, Pistol Shrimp 2, and we're halfway through 4. Leo Romano and Devin Witson, live from Peru. We'll be back in just a moment. Leading off the bottom half of the fourth for the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp is the designated hitter, Caden Chatsuk. The mighty number 12 stands tall on the right-handed side. But his team is down 3-2 as Brody Farrell returns for a 4th inning of work. The high leg kick, and he fires in for ball 1 on the inside half.
Of course, you mentioned for Caden, Hornley is sitting at 0 for 1 on the day, looking to change that here.
Farrell, the windup and the pitch, a breaking ball downstairs that doesn't get the designated hitter to bite. It'll be ball 1. Ball
Now,
2.
How would a 2-0 count here?
The 2-0 also misses the zone inside, and quickly down 3-0 is Brody Farrell.
The opportunity right now, if Brody Farrell can get one back.
The 3-0 upstairs for ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk issued to Chatsuk to start off the bottom of the 4th.
And this is not ideal if you are Farrell. I mean, after last inning, he got in his groove. He really got back in a good little momentum, a good little headspace. But unfortunately right now, just didn't happen this time. And walks the leadoff man to start the top of the inning. But we'll see the bottom half of the inning. And I'm sure he wants to hopefully change that.
And it brings up the right fielder, Dawson Szymanski. He grounds this one over to Ben Vogel. It takes a weird hop. He fires to Dylan Romano. Dylan Romano, the throw to first, gets away. It stays out of the dugout, though. So it won't be another base for Szymanski. And the Belters retire 1.
I know Romano wants to have that one back. Unfortunately, that it just went AWOL right there. The throw, it looked like he had it a bit, but it just went loose after he just went with the full motion. We saw that ball really just end near the dugout. And luckily, it didn't turn into, it didn't turn into a double here. So that's good. But, hey, it is what it is.
Now the third baseman, Joey Ireland, who doubled his first time up, steps in and sees a first pitch strike that just catches the bottom half of the zone.
Now we mentioned Farrell getting back into the groove here. Pitches like that is how he gets back in it.
Ireland's had a busy day on the field. Runner goes. Szymanski is there in time, but the tag is not there. Romano just bobbles it as Szymanski comes in safely at second. So now there's a runner in scoring position for the Pistol Shrimp with one away in the bottom of the 4th.
CornBelters wanted to get that out right there on Szymanski, but unfortunately didn't happen that time. The throw in just almost had him, but looks like Romano didn't have it fully gloved, and now the runner's advanced to second.
Farrell comes home. This ball popped up behind us. Foul for strike 2. 1-2 now to Joey Ireland. He has the right fielder, Dawson Szymanski, in scoring position, just 180 feet away from tying up this ball game. Farrell looks back at Szymanski, fires towards home. And this is a breaking ball that's low and outside for ball 2.
We mentioned here just trying to fight back and really stay in it. Ireland's one of those guys where you have to really attack him and be aggressive here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just misses low and away for ball 3. Full count now, Devin.
Full count, and that one went 77. The off-speed just didn't get him that time. It got a little bit of the zone, but not much.
Not much indeed. With 1 away and a runner on second. Here's the payoff pitch from Farrell. And it's low to Ireland, so it'll be another walk for Farrell. The second of this inning, the 4th of the ball game.
We really haven't seen Farrell in these positions since the first inning where he gave up those 2 runs on the 2-run shot. And here you are now. Now you have runners at first and second, and it's a little bit of a different story now. You're trying to maintain and preserve that lead. So if you can get Ryan Duncan, the more will be the better.
The center fielder takes a first pitch ball in the dirt and away from the righty. Ryan Duncan, his first time up, was one of the 4 walks today. Never made it past first base as Rayburn and Roberts both struck out after him. The second offering from Farrell catches a piece on the inside. That one clocked in at 90 for a strike.
1-1 count with 1 out here. Good time if you can to deliver.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's Farrell. Upstairs, again at 90. This one, though, a ball well above the zone.
Farrell really got back into that groove and that motion, which is helping him out massively.
2 balls and 1 strike. Szymanski, the runner on second, thought about dancing around, doesn't. The breaking pitch from Farrell doesn't snap in time. It's high for ball 3. 3-1 now.
3-1 count, and this is not what Farrell wanted at all. Trying to get something going.
As he spikes one into the dirt, it gets away from the catcher, Max Heineman, but it's not going to matter. As Brody Farrell has now walked the bases loaded.
And this is now a good situation for the Pistol, excuse me. Right now, bases loaded, brings up Tyler Rayburn. If Rayburn can deliver here, this game will be flipped on its head massively.
But first, it's the normal CornBelters pitching coach, Ryan Willard, stepping out there for, as you like to say, meeting of the minds on the mound.
Hey, you know, it's always a good, I like to say that. You know?
I like that line.
It's always good because, I mean, when you have these discussions on just about, hey, how you doing? Hey, man, you got to get back. You're trying to get back into it. And, I mean, for the CornBelters right now, bases loaded, 1 out. I mean, just a few minutes ago, there was a chance to have a 2-bagger. And, hey, you had to double play, but you got away from you. And now you have yourself in a situation where even at the, on the mound, it got away. And it's just not been there. Now, as Ryan Willard will return back to the dugout, that will do it. And we will get back in action now.
Speaking of action, some arms getting loose in the bullpen for the CornBelters out in left field. It appears to be the UIC Blue Flame, Charlie Tacey, out there. But first, the focus is on Tyler Rayburn. And the first offering to him is called a strike.
Nice job right there by Tacey to get that one.
The 0-1 misses inside for ball 1.
One count here. All ones on the scoreboard now. Farrell in a little bit of a hole, but still trying to get himself out of it.
With the bases loaded and a 1-1 count, a big swing and a miss from Tyler Rayburn. That's an important pitch out of Brody Farrell there.
but at the same time, a bad little hack the Rayburn take. That one down low in the dirt pretty much at 90. Thought he could get something out of it, but not that time.
Here's the 1-2. The off-speed pitch misses just inside for ball 2.
2-2 count, bases loaded. Will Farrell deliver, or could this be a Pistol Shrimp lead just building and waiting to happen right here, all in the bat of Tyler Rayburn?
Rayburn catches a piece of that and fouls it away to stay alive. Still a 2-2 count. The Pistol Shrimp here in the bottom of the 4th have the bases loaded, but Brody Farrell has collected an out in a 3-2 ball game. The windup in the pitch. Back up the middle. Ben Vogley flips to Romano for 1. Over to first is not in time. So the Pistol Shrimp are going to tie this one up at 3, but the Belters still get an out.
Well, it's a 50-50 if you are the Belters. You finally got the out at second, which is great. Thought you were able to turn it into a double play, but unfortunately not that time. Hit well. Vogley gets on it, tries to throw it to Stanek, but no. The call is that he's safe at first, and it scores a run that ties this game back up. Now, we're all tied at 3.
And we're all back to the top of the lineup as the first fastball gets away from Brody Farrell. It's way high, head high actually, for ball 1.
Something you don't really expect nowadays. Just that one going right at the head.
And that one catches a piece of the helmet. So the bases will be loaded yet again for the Pistol Shrimp. Chase Roberts looked back at Brody Farrell for a moment. Nothing comes out of it.
Thankfully, nothing came out of it right there. Farrell just gave him a fastball that went 90 and just, man, made contact that took the helmet off right there. It looks like the trainer and everyone else checking in on him. Because that is scary. I mean, that's scary to see, regardless of whoever it is. A 90-mile-per-hour fastball coming at your head. I mean, I understand why there was a look back right there, but thankfully, cooler heads have prevailed, and here we are. Bases are loaded now for the Pistol Shrimp, though.
For the second baseman, Ethan Silva, who's up for his 3rd time today and takes the first pitch downstairs for a ball. Silva, Devin, walked his first time up, then scored on the home run off the bat of Anthony Chavez, the first baseman. And his last time up, grounded out to the first baseman, as that one is up and away for ball 2.
Right now, Farrell trying to get something going after walking, and it seems like nothing's really hit the zone yet. He's been hitting after it before this inning, but it seems like it's just not happened here.
Farrell finally delivers a strike to Silva. Earlier in the game, the wind was ripping from right to left. It's died down a little bit. It kept a pop fly in the ballpark off the Belters' bats back in the top half of the 4th as Farrell delivers a ball there to Silva. 3-1 the count now, with 2 gone in the bottom of the 4th in a tie ball game. This one hit sharply, and the catch is made in left field. Tyler Thompson comes down with it. That ball tried to carry. It would have been a bases clearing extra base hit. But instead, Tyler Thompson makes an acrobatic play to end the 4th.
All credit to Tyler Thompson there. Reached out, just got up there and made that catch. Stretched out a little bit for it, and it mattered. And there it is. That is a final out and gets the CornBelters out of that 3-hole jam. As with that being said, as we head to the 5th, it's time to take a look around the Prospect League and see what's going on. First up, as we get a little refresher, game going to the top of the night, it is Springfield. They are down against Decatur. They're down 5-1. Drillville, they are currently beating Terre Haute in the bottom of 7th. That game 7-3. Alton down 15-0 right now to the Cape Catfish. Lafayette and Kokomo Creek playing a good one. Kokomo Creek leads 5-4 on the top of the 6th. Quincy, surprising everyone right now, they're up 10-zip against the Johnstown Millreds. That game in the bottom of the 5th. In the top of the 4th in Jackson, Tennessee, O'Fallon, they are leading 4-0. Chillicothe, they are hosting DuBois County, and DuBois County, they are up 4-2 in the top of the 6th. That game, B5 versus Extravaganza. Meanwhile, in the bottom of the 5th here, Clinton, they're up 3-1 at Burlington, trying to really extend their lead here in the division. Meanwhile, over at Danville, it is a 2-2 game, that game in the top of the 5th. And that will do it for us with your Prospect League update. We will be right back shortly with the top of the 5th.
We're through 4 here in Peru, and we're tied at 3 as the third baseman, Nolan McCrossan, steps up to the plate for the 3rd time tonight. His last at-bat was a 2 RBI single off of Bo Rakes, who's in for his 5th inning tonight and comes home with a fastball for strike 1 on the outside.
Good little heater right there that McCrossan sees. Sun begin to set here in Peru, Illinois. About to be 8 p.m. local time.
Rakes, the windup and the pitch rolled over to the left side. Joey Ireland bobbles it at third base and won't make the throw over in time, so Nolan McCrossan will reach on an infield error by Joey Ireland.
Well, Joey Ireland hoped he had that one back, but it looks like the dirt really just wasn't his friend right there. I mean, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast how the dirt is a factor. I mean, Dylan Romano told me that during a batting practice, and it just showed right there. Ireland able to ground it just because it took a little hop on the dirt and brings up Addison Wortman.
We've seen some awkward hops, no doubt about it, Devin. This first one to Worthman is fouled sharply back behind home plate. The DH, Addison Worthman, struck out his first time up and then was hit by a pitch his last time up. No balls, 1 strike. This one's going to catch an object. I thought it was the bat. Worthman's saying it's the helmet. It is.
And there's a call. It's a little scary right there. Everyone just had a audible "oh" right there. As that, again, second time today we've seen someone that's caught. And my goodness, just not ideal. Wortman heading over now. I mean, one more time. It looks like, yeah, it caught him in the back of the head. It caught him in the back of the head. My God.
A scary moment
And yeah,
for Addison Worthman.
Yeah, time is called here. I think there's just going to be a look at Wortman just to check up on him. As everyone's out in the dugout now from the CornBelters, just hoping he's all right.
Well, if you're just joining us, the Pistol Shrimp led this game 2-0 after 1. It was a 2-run bomb off the bat of the first baseman, Anthony Chavez, that opened up the scoring in this one. And then in the top of the 3rd, the Belters tied this one up at 2 off of 2 unearned runs. Then took the lead in the 4th. But they only had it for a couple of minutes as the Pistol Shrimp tied this game back up at 3 just a moment ago. And now the CornBelters have Nolan McCrossan on second, Addison Worthman on first, with nobody gone for the catcher, Max Heineman, who's 0 for 2 today. And the first offering to him out of the hand of Bo Rakes is high and inside for ball 1.
Well, high and inside right there, as after everything is reset after Wortman was hit by a pitch. Here we are now.
Rakes overgrips this one and fires it into the dirt. Heineman batting from the right side.
If you notice something here, Rakes at 81 pitches right now. Only at 81.
Rakes is dealing so far. Not worried about the runners on this one. Laced over the glove of the shortstop, Chase Roberts. Nolan McCrossan is going to dig for home. And there's going to be no contest at the plate. He's going to score standing as he hobbles through the bag. And all eyes are now on Nolan McCrossan as he kind of limps toward the bench. This would not be a good injury whatsoever for the Belters if he pulled something.
And you slow down now after McCrossan hobbling over after scoring, which isn't ideal at all. And the CornBelters do not need another injury for them, as they will get the run. They're back ahead 4-3. It's just a little bit of concern now for the CornBelters on Nolan McCrossan.
McCrossan should be fine. Max Heineman awarded with an RBI single. Advances Addison Worthman over to second. So 2 on now with nobody gone for the right fielder Carter Blakeney, as he looks at this one for ball 1, low and away.
That one just low and away at all. Not ideal right now. If you are Rakes, I mentioned now he's in the 80s on his pitch count. Could this be the last outing for him tonight?
The next offering is also low and away. 2 balls, no strikes to the pinch hitter, Gavin Michaels. Gavin Michaels just subbed in for the right fielder Carter Blakeney after Blakeney had been 0 for 2.
And time is called again, and I think that will do it for Carter Rakes. As with that, we'll take a quick little second. Bo Rakes, his day is done, and we'll be right back with a new pitcher for the Pistol Shrimp. Back here in Peru, and looks like we do have a new pitcher in one Tyler Sabador. Sabador, a right-hander out of Moraine Valley Community College, is from Frankfort, Illinois, and is trying to hopefully slow down anything going for the CornBelters.
And he's coming in against a pinch hitter. You don't see that every day. The pinch hitter is Gavin Michaels, who's already ahead 2-0 in the count. So Tyler Sabador will have to bounce back after Bo Rake's day is done in the middle of the pinch hitter with 2 runners on for the Belters in a game in which they lead 4-3 here in the top of the 5th. Showing bunt is Gavin Michaels. He'll take that back as that pitch is way high.
High one indeed right there. Gavin Michaels now in Michael's trying to deliver big time. Of course, replacing Carter Bleakney.
Worthman is on second. Heineman on first. And Sabador delivers a strike.
Good pitch delivered right there by Sabador. Gets his first strike of the day. See if he can continue here.
Sabador looks back at Worthman on second and fires towards home. This breaking ball is upstairs. It almost catches a piece of Michael's, but it doesn't matter. It's ball 4, and now the bases are loaded for the center fielder, Filippo Barada.
Indeed, they are, and there's ever a time for Filippo Barada to deliver is right here. If Barada can deliver, it could extend his CornBelters lead even more.
Belters up 4-3. Barada the batter. This first pitch is pulled away for ball 1. The Belters have taken the 4-3 lead this inning, but they haven't done much. It started off with an error by the third baseman, Joey Ireland, and then a hit by pitch, a single by Heineman, and a walk just issued to Michaels as Barada cuts through an off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Now strike 1, and this should be it here. If Barada can get on it, this could really open this game up for normal.
Here's another off-speed pitch that catches a piece of the zone. A backdoor strike at 67 miles an hour.
Yeah, 6-7. Pretty good one there. Nice little high dip on it, too.
1-2 count. Barada wisely holds off. Tyler Rayburn with a great stop there to keep that ball in front of him.
You looked at Workman. Workman was really gung-ho trying to get over there, but said, oh, hold on. Yeah, I'll relax and heads back over.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Barada, the batter, with the bases loaded, checks his swing, catches a piece of the ball, and fouls it away toward the Pistol Shrimp dugout.
That one hit back to the dugout here now, 2-2 count. Good time and good place here for Barada to deliver.
Barada has a chance to break things open. Infield in, 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out in a 4-3 ball game. And this fastball is high and away for ball 3. We got a full count now, Devin.
Full count. It's been a while since we've seen one here. Especially a while since we've seen a CornBelters in a full count here. So we'll see if Filippo Barada is the one that can give the CornBelters a 2-run lead.
The windup and the pitch. This one fouled shallow right into the bullpen. The first baseman, Chavez, just runs out of space.
Chavez was hustling for that one there. For a second, I thought he was going to make a collision with the wall. Thankfully, he didn't, but he fouled out here.
Filippo Barada stepped out for a second to take a deep breath and reset before the second payoff pitch of this at-bat in a 4-3 ball game with the bases loaded in the top of the 5th. This one's high and inside for ball 4. It'll be a bases-loaded walk, and Worthman steps across home plate to make this one a 5-3 ball game.
Well, the biggest lead of the day so far for the CornBelters. As Barada will walk, it will see Wortman score and brings up Dylan Romano now. A chance for Romano to build upon this lead if he can. Of course, no outs.
Romano could break this game open with the hit as this first pitch catches a piece of the zone on the outside half at 82 miles an hour. Sabador now working from the windup. This one's a shot at a shot at short. And it turns into a double play as he fires over to first. So Chase Roberts makes the catch and then fires it over to Chavez as Barada was hung up at first. So after one pitch, the Pistol Shrimp now have 2 outs.
Well, you don't see that every day, don't you? That is a crazy play right there that happened. I mean, that one just hit right out to short. Great play made, and unfortunately, Barada just caught off at the wrong time. And now it's 2 outs for 1, Ben Vogley.
Ben Vogley already with 2 singles tonight as he wisely holds off on this pitch that's low and away. He stands on the left side of the batter's box. And he does it really well this season, batting above 300. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a nice breaking ball in at 70, but just below the knees for a ball.
Indeed it is. And Vogley, one of the more patient hitters in the lineup for the CornBelters, really getting in that groove right now.
2-0 count. This one gets away from Rayburn. And in comes Michaels. Heineman. Someone. It's 6-3.
Indeed.
Wow.
It is 6-3. No, I know, Leo. We're
A
getting
lot of confusion. It's hot in here.
I know. It's getting a little late. I know. It's 8-12. I get it. But, yes, runner scores. Just not ideal. But the good news, Vogley still at bat. Still have a runner at third, just 90 feet away. So, good chance for the CornBelters to score.
6-3 now. 3 balls, no strikes. Ben Vogley takes this one inside. It's going to be another walk issued by the Pistol Shrimp. It's the third of the inning.
Third of the inning, and now with runners on the corners, bad situation for Tyler Salvador to really deal with here. It's now up is Tyler Thompson. So the battle of the Tylers. Here we are. What Tyler is better is a real question now.
Sabador delivers a first pitch ball to Thompson. Thompson, the 8th batter in this long top half of the 5th. Thompson fouls this one off behind us.
And we mentioned how Thompson has been so far this season. Well, not this season, but just this game, really. Of course, hasn't been ideal, but it's not, pretty uncommon thing to see. But he's got back. He's got in that groove here. And he's looking to hopefully change that if he can here.
Here comes the 1-1. It catches a piece of the zone. That curveball at 67. Some more action in the bullpen off the Pistol Shrimp. It's Benjamin Blandino, the new arm, at second. This one popped up. It'll be no problem for Anthony Chavez. And just like that, we're halfway through this one. The CornBelters 6, the Pistol Shrimp 3. When we get back, Devin Witson will finish us up with the play-by-play.
Back here in Peru, welcome back to more Prospect League baseball here on the Normal CornBelters YouTube. As we are here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, Nicholas Curry making his debut here tonight for the CornBelters. Leo, what more do you have on him?
Nicholas Curry, one of the newest call-ups from the Colonels Collegiate League, which for those of you who don't know, it's like a minor league system that Normal has at the Corn Crib. He'll replace Brody Farrell. Brody Farrell had a nice outing after the third batter and the first baseman, Anthony Chavez, went deep off of him. And now it's time for Curry to see what he can do as a new member of this team. And he's got a 6-3 lead.
Which is the more important thing. As mentioned, the 6-3 lead that the CornBelters had. I mean, we haven't seen this until now where the bats have been going. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast during BP, it seemed like the CornBelters were seeing the ball well in this ballpark, and it's really worked out in their favor. As now, Nicholas Curry will begin and make his CornBelters debut. And he will face number 19, Anthony Chavez. Chavez, who early in the game, he picked up a 2-run shot that gave the Pistol Shrimp a lead early on, but we'll see how it goes. Curry's first pitch and first batter to deal with the Prospect League. It's a swing and a miss, strike one.
Something important to note, Eli Keyser is the new third baseman, as Nolan McCrossan has been subbed out after hobbling back into the dugout when he scored back in the top half of the fifth.
So a lot of changes going on here. The 0-1 will now be 0-2, and as mentioned earlier, the concrete wall right behind us, well, right behind Max Heineman, sees that ball just hit right back to him.
Curry, after a first pitch strike, comes down on that one for a ball. It's 1-1 now. We'll see how Curry settles in, making his debut, as you mentioned, for the CornBelters.
The 1-1 high, and that will be ball two. So 2-1 count now for Curry against Anthony Chavez. Chavez, of course, as mentioned earlier, with a 2-run shot that gave the Pistol Shrimp the first lead of the day before the CornBelters decided to tie it up. This pitch is outside. That will be ball three. Curry in a little bit of a pickle, a little bit of a jam. 3-1 count as he faces his first batter of the evening. 3-1 count now. Chavez trying to get on base by any means possible. The 3-1. Curry is going to paint this one right on the edge of the strike zone. 3-2. Nice pitch thrown.
Really good spot from Curry. Chavez thought that it was a ball inside.
The 3-2, the full count pitch is called ball four, and it will be Anthony Chavez who will make his way to first, and it will lead for Carter Brown, who's hoping to walk on a bit of sunshine as he steps in the batter's box now.
Over the last 2 innings for this normal CornBelters pitching staff, that's now 4 walks and a hit by pitch.
Well, hopefully Nick Curry can change that fate. Obviously, we've seen a lot of rotation on the mound for the CornBelters. Curry trying to change that and give a little bit of new life on it. But now it turns over to Carter Brown. First, as he sees, is down low in the dirt. Heineman will cover it, and that will be ball one.
Important stop there from Max Heineman. Anthony Chavez, though, read it well and stayed put.
Indeed he
over
did.
at first.
Indeed he did. 1-0 count. Chavez over at first. Curry set, now confirms with Heineman, fires. This one ripped out right to third. And there's the first out, and there's a second one, a double play. Eli Keyser tosses right over to Dylan Romano. Romano to Stanek, and now there is 2 outs on the board for the Pistol Shrimp.
Just a textbook 5-4-3 double play out of the Belters there off the bat of the left fielder, Carter Brown. And Devin, we've been seeing some unfortunate bounces in that hot corner. That one, fortunately, took a good one for Eli Keyser, who's in for Nolan McCrossan, and he starts the double play.
Well, the hot corner has been the most active spot on the day, as now Nick Curry will face Caden Shattuck. First as he sees is called strike one.
Yeah, it's a good pitch there. Going back to the double play, too, Romano, we've seen his arm give him a little trouble throughout the season, still coming back from his shoulder surgery after that torn right labrum his freshman year. That throw looked nice.
Indeed it did. 0-1 now. He'll fire. It's just down in the zone. A little bit under the 80. 78 on the gun. Strike two. Curry with a chance to get a punch out here if he can.
And this is exactly what a double play ball does if you're a pitcher. It fires you up and it heats you up. And here's a good opportunity.
The 0-2, swing and a miss, but it will catch a bit of the bat. So scrap the swing and a miss. Ball 1. So 1-2 count out.
Yeah, the DH.
0-2.
The DH, Caden Chatzuk, gets a little bit of that ball to stay alive.
The 0-2 now turns into ball 1. Misjudged it that time. Thank you for catching me right there, Leo. That'll be a 1-2 count now. 2 outs. Curry trying to put this away.
Chatzuk walked his last time up.
1-2. Curry fires. Hit out well into the gap. In right, it will fall. Base hit for Shashanek. And he will reach first safely. And now there's still some hope in life in this inning for the Pistol Shrimp. As 1 runner's on base with 2 outs. And it brings up
the right fielder, Dawson Szymanski, will be next to bat. Grounded into a fielder's choice his last time. And his first time up, grounded out to Jackson Stanek, who did it all himself.
Now Dawson Szymanski in the box here, looking to keep this inning alive. First pitch thrown over, but nothing going.
Max Heineman trying to keep Chatzuk honest over at first. Known for his speed is the DH.
1-0 count with a runner at first. 2 outs though. Curry checks over back at first. Want to make sure Satsanek's all good. The 1-0 is called strike 1. Curry again delivers those off-speed pitches a lot. It's one of the best parts of his arsenal, and he delivers again.
And it was an important pitch to draw this count even at 1. As a young pitcher out there, the last thing you want to do is fall behind 2-0.
The 1-1 is outside, and that will be 2-1 now. 2-1 with 2 outs. Runner still at first here. Curry trying to put this inning away. CornBelters still with a 6-3 lead. Curry set, will confirm with Heineman. And he'll fire quickly. And that will be off the plate. Takes Heineman a bit up just to make the catch. 3-1. It seems the PA is having a bit of fun here.
Yeah, and I've noticed that Nicholas Curry is kind of falling off the mound. He's not landing well, and his weight is way too far back. He really has to come through, as he does there.
He came through that time, but unfortunately, it's just a bit high. It will be called strike 2. So, nice little punch there. Finally got the motion back in it, though. Full count now. 3-2, 2 outs. 1 runner at first. Curry trying to put the inning away by any means necessary. CornBelters still with a 6-3 lead. Curry winds and delivers. This is hit foul.
Good at bat here from the right fielder, Szymanski.
And if you notice there, that time around, it was Chatzuk who was trying to get after it. He was trying to steal, but didn't go. Well, he couldn't go because, obviously, it went foul. Full count once more. 3-2. Pitch is fired. And speaking of fired, that will do it. It will see a walk for Dawson Szymanski. He will be at first. It will see Caden Shatnick. He will be at second, and it brings up Joey Ireland. Ireland now looking to try and extend the inning just like the batters before him.
And Joey Ireland has been one of the few bats with a hit today. He had a double earlier and then walked his last time up.
Well, that brings up Joey Ireland. First pitch he sees is called strike 1. Ireland, fun fact, I hear Kodak Black in his walk-up song. Credit to him, he knows ball. 0-1 count with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Curry fires. This time, nothing going. 1-1.
That one just misses a hair high for Curry. Curry trying to get into a rhythm. He got the ground out into a double play off Brown. but now he's let up a single and a walk over the last 2 batters.
The 1-1. Curry fires. Is a bit off speed this one. It is. And that will be ball 2.
Yeah, so this was a problem we saw out of the young arm in the KCL. His breaking ball is just not getting down in the zone in time. He's really leaving it up high, and that one missed well above the lettering.
2-1 count with 2 outs. Curry raises the knee and fires, and another one is going to go ball. Brought the heat that time, but just a bit high of the zone.
Again high. This time, though, with a fastball. It's because he's not following through. I said it again. He's got to come down on that right side. He's just kind of letting it go. He's got to play catch with the catcher, right? That's what you're told all the time growing up. Just play catch with the catcher.
Indeed. The 3-1 hit out right easily for Eli Keyser. And that was pretty much a little no-effort play by him. Eli Keyser gets the final out of the bottom half of the 5th inning. CornBelters lead 6-3. You're listening to Prospect League Baseball here on the Normal CornBelters YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this. Back here in Peru, Illinois. Top half of the 6th set to go. And it will be stand-a-man, Jackson Stanek, who will be leading off to start the top half of the inning.
Stanek hitless so far today. 0 for 3. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out.
And speaking of fly out, that is the case right there. Stanek will fly out right to first. Chavez will have an easy little play. And it was 1 up, 1 down for the CornBelters in the top of the 6th.
Now you can make it 0 for 3.
Unfortunately.
As Eli Keyser, the third baseman, will step up, replacing Nolan McCrossan. We'll keep an eye on that and let you know if we hear anything about McCrossan's apparent lower leg injury.
First pitch Keyser sees, it's going to be called ball 1. And if you notice right there, Rayburn just tried to make the catch, and looks like he wasn't able to. For a second, I thought he kind of hurt himself a little bit, but he's all good. So, 1-0 count, though. Pitch is fired, and there is a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Tyler Salvador starting to get in a bit of a rhythm now.
Keyser tried to hold there, but went around.
The 1-1 quick, and that is going to be another ball.
Salvador wasting no time here, Devin. He gets right into it.
Indeed, it is the motion very fast. Will fire the pitch, and that is going to be ball 3. I mean, we noticed this quick motion of Salvador, and he's just trying to get in it, but it may not be in his favor. The 3-1 is in the zone, and that will be a full count now.
Keyser Didn't think that was in the zone. Nonetheless, it's a full count.
Full count now. Salvador, the quick fire. And it is down low, ball 4. Eli Keyser, his first play appearance of the day. It's going to be a walk right to first.
And brings up the designated hitter, Addison Worthman now, who steps in on the right side. He's 0 for 1 today with the strikeout, but he's been hit by a pitch both of his last times up to bat.
Wortman last time up to bat, you mentioned, was hit by a pitch. A little scary as it got on the back of his helmet. First as he sees is called, and that will be outside the zone. Ball 1.
Salvador not paying too much attention to the runner over at first and Eli Keyser. He does have 3 stolen bases on the year, though.
Salvador fires quickly, and once more, Addison Wortman having to jump down. Not really jump, but he popped a quick little squat right there, and it is now a 2-0 count.
They're keeping Worthman's head on a swivel tonight.
Well, I'm hoping his head is tied on all right. The 2-0 called strike 1.
And that's a good 2-0 pitch, right? On the outside half to the explosive right-handed hitter. 2-0 count, you got to like that.
The 2-1. Salvador fires this one quick, and it is fouled off. Wortman gets on it well, but it is going to fall just right over us. 2-2 count with 1 out.
Worthman, he's worked a lot of quality at bats this season, and here's another one right here.
2-2 count, 1 out. Eli Keyser over at first. Salvador fires quickly. The throw is over to first, and it will be caught by Chavez. Chavez had to make a quick little jump up. He was able to get the throw, but Keyser safe.
In fact, Chavez, because the throw was so high, pretended that the ball was out there and got away from him. But fortunately, Eli Keyser was looking down the line, didn't see anything.
The full count, it will now be ball 4. So Addison Wortman will make his way over to first. Eli Keyser will advance to second. So 2 runners on base for the CornBelters. It now brings up Max Heineman, the catcher, as for a second time is called. And looks like a new face is set to enter the game. Well, with this new face set to enter the game, we're going to take a quick little break. You're watching Prospect League Baseball here on the Normal CornBelters YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this. back here in Peru. Still a 6-3 ball game. 2 runners on base for the CornBelters and a new face on the mound for the Pistol Shrimp. But who, Leo Romano?
It'll be the right-hander, number 44, Benjamin Blandino. His 6.75 ERA is in the middle of the pack on this squad.
Well, Blandino, his first pitch is ball 1. Of course, ball 1 now. Been a hot day. Thankfully, we've been thanked by the Pistol Shrimp with some good slushies so far. They taste well. The 1-0 will go foul just behind us here in the broadcast booth. 1-1 for one, Max Heineman.
And just to fill people in quickly again, this inning started with the fly out to first off the bat of Jackson Stanek, and then Eli Kaiser's in for Nolan McCrossan walked. He's on second now, and Addison Worthman just walked a moment ago. He's the runner on first.
The 1-1 is down low in the dirt. Ryburn makes the play. Nothing going, though. Just made sure to not let it scramble and get a little loose. So 2-1 now.
And for the most part today, right, Tyler Rayburn's done an excellent job stopping a lot of these pitches that have been low in the dirt and even up high.
The 2-1 is fired. This is popped up out to the gap in right, and it is caught. It is Ryan Dunton who will make the play, and that will be the second out of the inning.
That ball kind of started dropping in no man's land in between the center fielder, the right fielder, and the second baseman. It was the center fielder, Ryan Duncan, as Devin mentioned, who ended up running in some 100 feet or so to make the play. That one got above the lights, so it appeared he lost it for a second, but he made a comfortable catch for the second out of this inning.
It will now bring up Gavin Michaels, who replaced Carter Bleakney. First pitch is down low in the dirt. Tyler Rayburn again having to make a play on it. So ball 1.
And that one came in at 88, Devin.
Indeed. It seems like Blandino, he comes in and he delivers a nice little heat whenever he is on the mound. 1-0 count with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Pistol Shrimp trying to get out this little jam. Blandino will fire, and this is down low again in the dirt. And now it's a 2-0 count. A little bit of deja vu.
Yeah, and I like Blandino's delivery, if you will. He really lowers his right arm before it comes through to deliver the pitch. It's very uncharacteristic. I kind of like it.
The 2-0 is fired, and a swing and a miss. A hack taken right there by Gavin Michaels, but nothing going on at that time.
And he still manages to deliver a good ball and get over the top or into that three-quarter slot. It's very good.
The 2-1. Blandino raises a knee and fired, but again, nothing in the zone right there. And now it's going to be a different situation here.
With his quicker delivery, too, Eli Kaiser and Addison Worthman aren't getting too far off the bases, but they are taking a healthy secondary.
The 3-1, it is popped up but hit foul just out to left past the CornBelters dugout. So, full count situation for Gavin Michaels. Once more.
Gavin Michaels subbed in at right field. It was Carter Blakeney who was called on to start this one.
The full count. Runners still at second and first. Blandino fires. This one is hit back our way. Fouled, thankfully. There is netting, so no one's hit. Everyone's safe in the booth. So we'll do this dance one more time. 3-2 count.
Kaiser and Worthman both took off there. It makes sense, right? Full count, 2 outs. It's either a hit or it's a walk.
Full count once more. 3-2, 2 outs. And speaking of 2, there's still 2 runners on base. Blandino fires. The quick release is not going to work out that time. Ball 4. It will now see Michaels advance to first. Wortman advance to second. And Eli Kaiser ends up 90 feet away from home. He's at third. And it sets up Felipe Barada with a chance to deliver.
Barada already with the triple tonight and walked his last time up. Big spot for him.
Big spot indeed. First pitch he sees, though, is called strike 1.
Again, a nice pitch. That fastball in the lower part of the zone for strike 1.
Count. Barada. This one is high. 0-1.
Filippo Barada had a chance last time up as well to bring in a run, and he did off of that walk. But there was nothing else to show for it after that.
Mondino's quick release is fired, and it will get past a shortstop. One run will score. Workman comes around. He scores. And Barada makes it in time. He is safe at second. So the luck of the Irish strikes again for the CornBelters as another 2 runs come in. And the good has only gotten better. CornBelters lead now 8-3.
Another 2 RBI single from the CornBelters makes this a 5-run ball game. And now Dylan Romano, the second baseman, steps in with a chance to extend this lead. Runners on second and third with 2 gone.
But before that, time was called real quick. And I think if you are Mondino, you're just wanting to reset yourself.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Devin.
First pitch he sees. Romano will take that for ball 1. Pitch that went down low, way out the zone. Was a heater, though. 89 on the gun. 1-0 count now. Blondino, he'll fire again. Swing and a miss. A high one that time, and Romano just chased it.
The high heat blows right by Romano as he cuts through that one. Looking for his first hit since June 18th.
The 1-1 now turns into 1-2. Romano now faces a 1-2 count with 2 outs. 2 runners still left on base. CornBelters not trying to have another run stranded, and there is the punch out. Strike 3. Dylan Romano unable to swing it at one, and that will do it for the top bat with a 6. CornBelters add on 2 more as we close out the top of the 6. You're listening to Prospect League Baseball here on the Normal CornBelters YouTube channel. We'll be right back with the bottom half of the inning set to go. Back here in more Prospect League Baseball here in this divisional matchup. Right now we have a new pitcher on the mound to start the bottom half of the inning, but who?
Devin, it's one of the newer arms on this team brought in for the second half. It's Jacob McPherson. He's already appeared in 1 game. That came back on June 27th against the O'Fallon Hoots in the 6-2 loss. He came in for 1 inning. He didn't let up any runs and only 1 hit.
So Ryan Duncan will face the new man on the mound. He'll fire from the belt. And it's strike. No. Yes, it is. Strike one. I had to just confirm myself. Didn't want to get a little too ahead. 0-1 count, though.
Duncan, 2 walks already today.
Could it be the third one? They'll fire. And this is just a bit high. So there's your first ball. 1-1 count now.
Duncan's also had a busy day in center field. He came in and caught that high fly ball in the top of this inning.
1-1 count. He'll throw, and this is just off the zone. So it will be a 2-1 count. Still no outs, of course, as Duncan is the leadoff man, trying to spark some life in this pistol shrimp offense. And this is going to be hit out right towards the left. Oh, down. It will fall down. Correction here. And in time? No. Throw was not in time. It was over the left. And it will be a leadoff double for Ryan Duncan. Getting a little bit hard to see it out there, out in left field. But a great hit and a great start to the inning for Illinois Valley.
Ryan Duncan picks up his 8th hit of the season, and it's a hard hit ball over the head of Tyler Thompson out there in left field. Thompson does a good job in gathering the ball off the wall and makes the throw into the second baseman Romano, who swiped down a nice tag, but it just wasn't in time as the speedy Ryan Duncan made it in safely at second to lead off the bottom of the 6th.
So with Duncan in, it will now bring up Tyler Rayburn, the man who is behind the plate. First pitch he sees, that one is called strike one. Of course, McPherson trying to get his mojo back after giving up that leadoff double. Just coming in the game now. He'll check over back at second. He'll fire quickly, and this is called strike two. You notice that motion with the runner on base. He's just really trying to speed it up here.
He is, and he's a pitcher who has to focus on slowing things down. And it's early in his summer, though, right, Devin? So it'll take some time to get used to as he looks back the runner on second.
The 0-2, McPherson throws, and this one is outside the zone. Ball one.
Yeah, that one missed really low on a breaking ball there. Got to look to bring that up if you're Jacob McPherson.
1-2 count, no outs. McPherson looks back over at second. Vogley trying to make a play on it, but retreats. Has to throw in the zone. Not that time. McPherson now has himself with a 2-2 count against Tyler Rayburn.
Yeah, that pitch way outside to the lefty, Tyler Rayburn, who's had a busy day behind home plate, making some key stops in some critical situations.
2-2 count. McPherson delivers, and this is not really in the zone. It's just a bit downwards. 3-2.
Tyler Rayburn has a nice approach at the plate so far this season, but a strikeout and a fielder's choice already tonight.
The 3-2. It is chopped right out to first. Stanek will get under it, and he will just tag on the base. So Rayburn will go down on the ground out, but meanwhile, over at second, it will see the run advance. So there's a run 90 feet away here for Illinois Valley, but at the same time, there's one out already on the board.
Right, one out with Ryan Duncan being the runner on third base as he gets over on the ground ball to the right side to bring up the shortstop, Chase Roberts. And Chase Roberts 0 for 2 tonight and hit by a pitch.
First pitch, though, speaking of, is called strike one, as it now turns over to Chase Roberts. Roberts trying to bring home that run and cut down on this CornBelters lead. We will see, though.
Already 11 RBIs this season.
0-1 count. This is hit out right to center. Barada will get under it, and he makes a catch. So it will see the throw in, and it is in time, but just off the plate. And that will see the fourth run of the evening scored for Illinois Valley, as it's now a 4-run lead for the CornBelters. But on the other hand, there is another out, though.
Yeah, and it's an important out. The run's meaningless for the time being. 8-4 now. Not as healthy of a lead, though, anymore, as Chase Roberts does his job, bringing home the run on a sac fly for his 11th RBI of the season.
Ethan Silva now in the box, the two-hole hitter for Illinois Valley. First pitch he saw was called ball one. This little battle between McPherson and Silva could decide the inning right here. And this is hit out right towards the dugout, but it will go foul.
Eli Keyser chases that ball out of play. And we'll do it again.
1-1 count. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. CornBelters ahead by 4. McPherson, the new face on the mound, has only given up 1 run so far. He'll whine and fire. This one is called ball 2.
That pitch well high around the neck area in terms of height. Clocked in at 85.
Indeed it did. The 2-1. He'll fire from the belt. And that's called strike 2. 2's all on the scoreboard now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the 2-hole hitter. How many times have I said 2? 4 times.
Too many.
Yes, indeed. Ethan Silva now still trying to battle and fight along. McPherson, he'll throw. And this is hit off the bat. And it looks like it caught right off Heineman. And we'll take a second here.
He seems to be okay, so fortunately the injuries tonight for the Belters won't pile up. Obviously, Nolan McCrossan, the all-star, walked off, or hobbled off, I should say, earlier in tonight's contest. I want to go back to an off-speed pitch that McPherson threw during this at-bat. It followed an 85-mile-per-hour pitch, and it came in at 69, and it comes in looking very similar. It's got to be super tough as a batter.
The 2-2 once more. Called strike 3. The off-speed gets the final out of the bottom half of the inning. Silva goes down looking, and that will do it.
I'm sure Ethan Silva would love to have the ABS system out here. He would have been tapping that head. That pitch was just a hair outside.
Well, we'll have to see another day, but it is still an 8-4 lead. CornBelters gave up 1 run as we head to the 7th inning. CornBelters ahead. You're listening to the Normal CornBelters in Prospect League Baseball here on the Normal CornBelters YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this. Back here is it's time for the 7th inning. Leading off for the CornBelters is Ben Vogley. First pitch he sees, nothing going. Strike 1.
Been a busy night for Ben Vogley at the plate. It's his 5th at-bat already. He's got 2 singles, 2 walks, and a stolen base so far in this one, as number 4 has the Belters up by 4.
The 0-1 pitch hit out to left, but foul.
That one kept drifting over to the left. The wind's picked up a little bit. It really died down in the middle of this one.
It did, but here we are now. 0-2 count for the leadoff man, Ben Vogely. Vogely in a little bit of a pickle now. 0-2 count. No outs. Blandino set. Fires from the belt. Called strike 3. Looking. Ben Vogely just left dazed and stunned as he'll head back out to the dugout. As the first strikeout of the day comes on a strikeout looking for the man out of Cincinnati.
That's back-to-back backward Ks now against the normal CornBelters. Dylan Romano ended the 6th looking as well.
Oh, and now turns over to Tyler Thompson. Thompson, first pitch he saw was way outside the zone, a little bit to the right. Call ball 1.
Thompson, we've said it before, I'll say it again, another one of these all-stars on this roster.
Thompson saw the ball well that time. That one hits into the foul netting, so 1-1 count, but there's one out. All ones on the scoreboard right now.
This is Thompson's 28th game this season. He came into it with a .328 average. It's dipped a little below that as he hasn't had a hit yet tonight.
Well, spoke too soon, my friend. Tyler Thompson with a single. That one falls right down well into center, and it will be a base hit for the All-Star.
Look at that, the announcer's jinx. A single right on time for Tyler Thompson. It'll be his 39th hit of the season.
And his 39th hit of the season brings up Jackson Stanek. Stanek now trying to deliver more if he can. First pitch he sees, checked and didn't go all the way, which won't matter too much. That will be ball 1. And, of course, after, Rayburn tossed it back over to Blandino, and Blandino just wasn't able to get the throw in. It was a little bit higher than him.
Right. Going back, that Tyler Thompson single now breaks a tie that he had with Jackson Stanek coming into this game at 38 hits, which was most on the team.
Well, that's good news right there in a little friendly competition here between the CornBelters. 2-0 count now Blandino has as he faces off against Mr. Jackson Stanek. 2-0 count, 1 out. Stanek will pop this one up. It will fall out left, and that will end up out the stadium. Foul ball.
Stan the man looking to tie his teammate and friend Tyler Thompson with 39 hits. He's got a chance to do it here, but he's down 2-1 in the count against the right-hander Benjamin Blandino.
2-1 count. 1 out, 1 runner at first. Pitch from Blandino is thrown, and it's high. That will be ball 3.
Yeah, Devin, really high. Also away from the plate, too, to the left-hander. As Stanek taps every corner of home plate before getting set.
The 3-1, it's delivered, and it is high. Ball 4. So it will now see runners at first and second. Of course, Stanek will take the jog over to first. It will see Tyler Thompson advance to second. And look who's back in the box. Eli Keyser. Eli Keyser now steps back into the box here. 1 out that he faces. Of course, he replaced Noel McCrossin earlier. McCrossin, who, as mentioned before on the broadcast, came up after crossing home plate earlier on when he scored. First pitch that Keyser sees is not in the zone. It will be ball 1.
After the single and a walk, there's a new arm in the pen.
1-0 count, and this is high. Just almost caught Eli Keyser. This will now be ball 2. 2-0 count, 1 out. Keyser looking to get another hit off Blandino. Blandino, he'll fire an off-speed one, and this is not even close to the zone. It's now 3-0. Keyser in a more than favorable position here. Could have the green light if told so by Coach Du Bois. We'll see if he does. The 3-0 pitch. Call ball 4, and it's bases loaded for the CornBelters.
The second straight walk issued by Benjamin Blandino. Loads the bases for the CornBelters. Designated hitter Addison Worthman.
Addison Workman steps into the box now, and this is scary hours, as some would say. Workman, one of the best sluggers the CornBelters have, now in the box, looking to deliver some damage if he can.
Infield in being down 4 for the Pistol Shrimp.
First pitch is called ball 1.
All 4 infielders touching the infield grass right now.
Of course, one out here trying to get a double play or the Pistol Shrimp. We'll see if that's the case. The 1-0, Blandino fires, and it is going to be a duck and move out the way. Workman not caught by anything. That will be ball 2. 2-0 count, 1 out. And now we see the first strike of this battle. That one clipped the zone well.
The new arm, as I mentioned earlier in the bullpen for the Pistol Shrimp, is Carson Cushney.
And speaking of now, this battle is turned to 3-1. 3-1, a chance for Workman to either be walked or a chance for a double play if so. And speak of it, Addison Workman is walked. That will score Tyler Thompson. All runners that were on advance, Workman will take his place at first, and the CornBelters lead 9-4.
I misspoke. Carson Keene is the left-hander warming up for the Pistol Shrimp.
And time is called, and it looks like Carson Keene may get that call, as the Illinois Valley manager will come out now and speak to Blandino. Blandino giving up a run just now and put himself in a bases loaded situation, so hasn't been the ideal outlook for Blandino, as I think it could be over if something drastic happens here.
Devin, the flow of this game has been very different than what we've seen out of the CornBelters throughout the season on the road. They usually score early and score late and can't find anything, can't get anything going in the middle innings. But tonight, in innings 3 through 7, they put up 2-1, 3-2-1. And we're just getting things started in this 7th inning, only 1 away and the bases loaded. It's another chance for the CornBelters to put up a crooked number.
Indeed it is. I mean, of course, 7th inning. I mean, I doubt it would get this drastic. Run rule could possibly be in effect. But here you are now. Bases are loaded, 1 out. And, of course, with Workman being walked, it brings up Max Heineman, the man who's behind the plate now.
You speak of the run rule. We'll just remind everyone that that is 10.
First pitch is hit out well to left. It will see 1 run score. Workman advances to second. The runner scores is Stanek. Hyman gets the first on an RBI single. And now it is 10-4. CornBelters adding on to the damage.
Off the bat at 96, Devin.
My goodness, a real hot shot off the bat. And with that being said, it brings up Gavin Michaels. First is Michael sees against Blandino. That is going to be called strike 1.
Yeah, that last ball hit so hard that only 1 run could come in.
Man.
Infield's still in, by the way.
Still playing Indo. No questions to be asked. Blandino fires, and this is going to clip the zone at 87. Nice pitch thrown. Strike 2. Blandino may have gotten his swagger back here.
Yeah, after 5 consecutive base runners, a single, 3 walks, and a single yet again.
The 0-2. Fire from the hip, and it is down low in the dirt. That'll be ball 1. 1-2 count, 1 out.
That's a fine pitch to waste on an 0-2 count. Luckily for the Pistol Shrimp, Tyler Rayburn able to get glove on it before it hops to the backstop.
1-2 count, 1 out. This is fired, but it's down low, and that will be a 2-2 count now for Gavin Michaels. Blandino trying to get out the jam by any means necessary. He'll deliver, and this is high. Just almost caught Michaels. So I'm pulled the bat a little bit back, and now full count again.
Lots of full counts here, especially in the later innings, Devin. You see the arms get a little bit more fatigue.
And speaking of fatigue, maybe that's the case right there. Michaels fouls that one off. Full count once more. And here we go again. Michaels trying to add on a 10-4 lead already.
I'm calling a base hit here.
We'll see if that's the case. This is hit up well, but it's going to be hit behind us and fouled off. So hit well for a kid to go and retrieve it.
That's right. Hey, I took a risk by calling my shot there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Gavin Michaels still the hitter with the bases loaded, though, with one away in a full count situation.
Indeed he is. Blandino delivers, and there is ball four again. Another walked CornBelter. Benjamin Blandino walks another batter. Another run scores, and 3 runs already in for the CornBelters in this top of the 7th. And it looks like Blandino's day could be all but done. Time has been called, and we're going to call some time ourselves. As the CornBelters lead 11-4, a new pitcher will enter the game for Illinois Valley. We'll be right back after this. Back here with more Prospect League action. Still the top of the 7th. CornBelters added on 3. And because of that, Blandino was replaced by 1. Carson Keene, isn't he?
Yeah, it was only a matter of time, Devin, after recording the first out of that top half of the 7th in the Ben Vogley strikeout looking. Benjamin Blandino kind of blew up. He let up a single to Tyler Thompson, issued 3 walks in a row to Stanek, Keyser, and Worthman. And then Heineman singled off of him, and Gavin Michaels' walk was enough to take him out of the game in the eyes of their manager, John Jakimick.
Well, a 7-run lead for the CornBelters. Bases are still loaded, so anything can happen right here. It brings up Felipe Barada. Barada, he's picked up some RBIs so far. We'll see. That could be the case again. Bases, remember, still loaded. First pitch out the pen for Carson is going to be called. Strike one. Keen. Heater there. 91.
Barada tried to hold up, but the home plate umpire said he went around, and he sure did.
0-1 count, 1 out. But Keen will step off the bag, and looks like he's going to have a little chat with his catcher Rayburn, and see already out the pen. Discussion. Pretty interesting to see. Just you come out the pen, and already you're just having to talk with your catcher. Not sure there was some miscommunication going on the pitch or anything of the sort right there. And that talk is over, and we will do it again.
Carson Keen, the left-hander, 6'6", 210. Very tall, especially for a pitcher. He's out of the University of Alabama and calls Novato, California his home.
Oh, that rivals one yet we know. Barada, meanwhile, will swing and a miss. Strike two. Trying to get Keen, the man currently playing his baseball for the Crimson Tide of Alabama.
Not a big Alabama football fan.
Not myself either.
I've grown to like Nick Saban, though, now that he's on College Game Day. I think he says a lot of good stuff.
Well, we'll see about that. 0-2 count here. Keen set. He'll deliver. And it's a swing and a miss. Strike three. Barada goes down swinging. Bases will still remain loaded, as now the play from infield not going to happen this time around. All infielders push back as it sets up Dylan Romano back at the plate.
Romano, the second baseman, 0 for 3 tonight. 2 strikeouts, a line out to short, and a walk back in the fourth.
Romano trying to get something going. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
That 91-mile-per-hour heater up in the zone. And Romano was just a little too late on it.
0-1 count, 2 outs. Keen looking to try and put this inning away if he can. Romano trying to extend the inning more. Bases still loaded. Keen looks over at second. He'll deliver. It's a high off-speed one. Took Rayburn off his shoes, and now it's a 1-1 count.
Yeah, Keen, very grateful for his brick wall back there, Tyler Rayburn, who's been doing an incredible job behind home plate tonight. Only 1 or 2 pass balls.
1-1 count, 2 outs. Keen looks back over at second, just checking over. Will raise a knee and deliver. Swing and a miss from Romano. Strike two.
Again, 91 mile an hour off the left side of Keen, and way high, yet Romano still tries to hack at it.
1-1 count, 2 outs. Full chance. Well, the full base is loaded. Keen looks back over at second. No movement. He'll raise a knee. Delivers, but nothing going. 2-2.
That off-speed pitch just doesn't break into the zone in time. It stays high and away to number 1, and the second baseman still has a chance to do some damage with the bases loaded, as you mentioned, Devin, and 2 gone.
2-2 count. Keen trying to get Romano out the way. He'll fire from the belt, and it catches Romano. Holds the horses, Dune. He's all right. Leo, his brother, had a little heart attack right here. He's okay.
I'm used to seeing that. That kid gets hit all the time in high school. Was hit by pitch over 20 times his senior season. He doesn't even bother moving out of the way. I know he'll wear that one. It'll leave a little tattoo, of which he has many, by the way.
And it will now be a run scored. So Dylan Romano takes one for the team, and it's worked it. And now the bases will still remain loaded as now it's Parker Heisen who will come into the box. Heisen will replace Ben Vogel, correct me if I'm wrong, as he Now falls in.
I'm not going to correct you because you were right.
First pitch is outside. Ball 1. Rayburn did a 360 trying to make the catch right there. 1-0. 2 outs. Bases still loaded. An 8-run lead for the CornBelters. And they're trying to turn it to even more. Keene looks back over at second. He'll fire from the belt. And again, another pitch. Just outside. Ball 2.
Devin, when this game was 9-4 and you brought up the run rule, I thought you were crazy for doing that. But as it turns out, the Belters are now just one hit away from making this a 10-run ball game. Of course, you'd have to play out the bottom half of the 7th. But we could see a run rule very soon.
Indeed you would. But here we are. Keene fires. Swing and a miss from Heiston on his first at-bat of this game. And that will be strike 1.
Parker Heaston plays his college ball at the University of Illinois in Springfield. In college, he batted .274 with 12 RBIs. He didn't account for a home run, but he's known for his contact hitting, Devin.
Indeed he is. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Easton almost got clipped, but nope, it's just a bit outside. 3-1.
The Belters have already been rewarded 5 free bases this inning, 4 coming via bases on balls, and then the hit by pitch, of course, to Dylan Romano. They can't make it 6 here, can they?
We'll see. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. So, Easton try to get after it. Nothing going.
Big pitch.
Full count. Big pitch, as you mentioned. Could this be another one? We'll see. Keene now set. Checks back over. And here we go. Keene just confirming with Rayburn on what's that perfect pitch. He's set. Looks back over, and ooh, he saw the movement. Saw that movement right there. Was about to get the windup started, but just looks like he kind of had to miss that, no?
Yeah, a little bit. He just wants to reset and go with his best stuff right here.
Whoa. The full count pitch, finally, fire from the belt, swing and a miss. Easton will swing and he will miss. It is going to do it for the top half of the 7th. A high scoring inning for the CornBelters as they lead 12-4. Will the pistol shrimp have a response? We'll have to see. You're listening to Possibly Baseball here on the Normal CornBelters YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this. Back here for the bottom of the 7th, you are listening to Prospect League Baseball here on the normal CornBelters YouTube channel. And there's a new pitcher on the mound for the CornBelters.
The new arm is the right-hander Joe Stellano, who has only appeared once so far this season for Normal. It came back on Tuesday in that wild finish out in Clinton. He came in to pitch for Luka Zachman, only faced one batter, and walked Cole Anklos, the Lumber King, on 7 pitches.
And the first pitch he throws against Anthony Chavez is called strike 1, a swing and a miss right there. 12-4 game. CornBelters, of course, trying to put this one away. Second pitch is called ball 1.
Anthony Chavez is in the way here. He has a home run in the first. It was a 2-run shot.
The 1-1 hits off the glove of Max Heineman.
And then it catches a piece of the home plate umpire, who's in some pain.
He's shaking up here. Oof.
Belters manager Billy DuBois is coming out to check on him, and so is the home team manager John Jakimick.
Everyone coming out now, and we'll step away as we'll see if he's all right. Welcome back here to Peru, Illinois. And right now, we had to step away for a second as the home plate umpire, Nick Perta, took a shot. We thought it clipped the glove, but it looks like it clipped himself as Vic Perta just really looked like he got shaken up bad right there. I mean, currently just talking out with the pistol shrimp trainer to see what went wrong. And I think he may be okay. Of course, Coach DuBois went over back to his dugout. Coaches are back set. It looks like he's just having a good old discussion with the trainer now.
Yeah, everything appears to be okay. In the meantime, Joe Stellano threw a few more warm-up pitches.
Looks like time has been called, and yes, the trainer, she's getting sent back to the dugout. That's it. Whoa, I can't believe it. So, our home plate umpire is good, and it looks like we are good to get back going. If you're joining us now, it's a 2-1 count here for Anthony Chavez. This pitch is fired and called ball 3. Chavez, who homered earlier in this game, helped get Illinois Valley those 4 runs. And this pitch is going to be down low, ball 4. So after the extended break, looks like the Pistol Shrimp will have a man on base.
Got to imagine that it kind of disrupted Joe Stellano's timing on the mound as he delivered back-to-back balls there to send Chavez to first base for his second walk of the game, and it now brings up the right-handed left fielder, Carter Brown.
Solano walks the batter, walks Chavez, and now, as you mentioned, brings Brown. First pitch of this battle. It's popped up, but it goes way foul. I think that ends up in the playground section of the stadium. 0-1 count, runner at first. Solano facing his second batter of the evening. A nice little lead by Chavez over at first. Solano fires, and this is going to be called ball 1.
Stellano's now faced 2 batters so far this season here in the second half for the CornBelters, and he's walked both of them. Not an ideal start to his summer. Looking for an out to settle things down.
1-1 count. Solano delivers, and a swing and a miss right there. Brown took a nice little hack, but nothing going.
Yeah, that pitch right at the top of the zone at 85 miles an hour. A good fastball from the young arm.
1-2 count, no outs. 1 runner at first. Solano trying to put Brown away. He'll confirm with Heineman. He'll fire from the belt, and this is hit out to left. Excuse me, he'll hit out to center, and it will be 1 up. Well, 1 up and got on base, and the second man up now is out.
Filippo Barada camped under it. It took a while for that ball to come down as it was lifted high up into center field. And number 3 has no problem with that.
Well, now I know that I need a new glasses prescription, but nevertheless, it now turns over to Caden Shasik, who hopes that he can have 1 wish right now. As first pitch he sees is called strike 1.
Shatsik, he singled his last time up after walking his second time up and grounding out in his first at-bat.
0-1 count. Chavez still the man at first, as this one is hit foul. Pitch is hit foul. 0-2 count now.
Shatsik just a little bit late on that. That inside pitch kind of got on him a little quicker than he imagined.
0-2 count though. 1 out. Chavez still the man at first with a nice little lead. This pitch is fired, and a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Solano gets his first K of the evening, and that will bring up Dawson Semensky.
Joe Stellano showing some real composure out there after the leadoff walk issued to the first baseman Chavez. He gets the fly out to center, and then the strikeout there.
Well, Dawson Semensky, as mentioned, now in the box. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Solano, first pitch is going to take Heineman off the zone. Now it'll be ball 1.
Kind of a lazy first pitch from Stellano. See if he can't come back here and attack Semensky.
1-0 count, 2 outs. Solano fires, and speaking of fired, it is thrown, but no. Heineman is, yes, correction, yes. Heineman, his throw is in time. Vogely gets it.
Yeah, what happened there, Devin, was Max Heineman was trying to throw it down to Dylan Romano, who came over from second base to tag the runner, Anthony Chavez, and the hitter, the right fielder, Dawson Szymanski, gets in the way as the follow-through of Heineman catches Szymanski. So it'll be an interference on the batter, and that's why Chavez will be the 3rd out of the inning, sliding into 2nd.
Well, with that, after 7, CornBelters lead 12-4. We'll be right back with the top of the 8th after this. Back here with the top of the 8th inning, Devin Witson alongside Leo Romano. CornBelters lead 12-4. Interesting way to end the inning, no?
Yeah, absolutely, Devin. It was hard to follow, but the home plate umpire, Vic Bartha, ended up calling an interference on the batter, Dawson Szymanski, as Anthony Chavez was making his way to steal second. And that brings us to the top half of the 8th, 12-4 CornBelters.
Tyler Thompson steps in the batter's box now, and the first pitch he sees, he's hit. So, one up, one man on base already, as Tyler Thompson takes a nice little walk over to first.
It's already the second batter that he's hit. He hit Dylan Romano back in the 7th inning that brought in a run. And now Jackson Stanek digs in on the left side. The first baseman looking to catch up to Tyler Thompson in terms of hits this season with 39.
So Jackson Stanek, his first pitch that he saw, swing and a miss.
Taking a lot of big hacks here tonight. Unsuccessful, though, so far. He has walked twice, though, but he's flown out a few times and grounded out to first base back in the 4th.
0-1 count. Thompson over at first. Stanek in the box. Facing off against Carson Keene. And this one, down low, the pitch is going to be called ball 1. An off-speed one that went 73.
The lefties on the mound always scare the CornBelters. Tyler Thompson barely getting any sort of lead off there on first. He's actually standing upright, not even bothering, only about 7 feet off the base.
The 1-1 is going to be called strike 2. Just clipped the top part of the zone. And now, Jackson Stanek, stand a man as they call him. In a little bit of a pickle here.
Yeah, and it's so weird to see Tyler Thompson staying so close to the bag with his 7 stolen bases this season.
The 1-2 about to be fired. Carson Keene trying to put away Stanek. Will fire from the hip, and this is fouled off to left.
All upper body there from Stanek on that outside pitch. Just putting barrel to the ball to stay alive.
1-2 count. 2 outs. Excuse me. 2 strikes. 0 outs. In a little late here in Peru. 9:37 local time. 1-2 count now. Keene checks back over on Thompson. He'll fire the pitch, though, and this is fouled off.
Devin, Carson Keene is 6'6". Very unconventional to see a pitcher that height, if you will. If you were 6'6", what sport would you play?
Basketball.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
Yeah, like, I'm not even trying to sound like that person. Basketball. Like, no question. Like, that's not, being 6'6" is probably the best blessing in disguise, you know?
You'd still have to be a good shooter at that level at 6'6".
Oh, yeah. The 1-2. Stanek. Does he check? We'll see. What does he call? No, they say he doesn't go. 2-2. So, a 2-2 count. No outs. Thompson still at first. Keene now in a bit of his own little jam against Jackson Stanek.
See if Stanek can get his first hit of the night here.
2-2 count. Look at this. Thompson with a little bit of a lead, not that much. Keene looked back over. He'll deliver. And now Jackson Stanek has himself a full count. The fastball outside.
Thompson trying to widen that lead over at first. And it's drawing Keene's attention over to him a little bit more as he misses the zone on back-to-back pitches.
Full count situation here. Thompson still over at first. Stanek in the box. And he will foul that one off. And Stanek looks like that foul ball clipped him.
Sure did. Right off the front foot. He'll walk it out. as Tyler Rayburn gives him a chance to recover from taking the foul ball off the right foot.
Understandably so. I know it definitely hurts when ball that it seems like a regular little chopper just goes right off you. But here we are again. Still a full count situation. So, a little bit different. Not really all too different, but we'll see how this goes. Keene now confirms with Rayburn. He's set. And he'll step off the back.
He's really paying a lot of attention right now to Tyler Thompson on first base as he works from the stretch. All he should worry about is just getting it out. Down 8 runs.
And speaking of the next pitch, that will do it. Ball 4, Stanek is walked. So Stanek will take the jog over to first. Thompson, he'll move over to second, and I think it's time for a new pitcher. And we will be right back. Carson Keene, his day is over. We'll be right back with the top of the 8 still underway. So, welcome back to Peru, Illinois. CornBelters and Pistol Shrimp at it. We have a new and very surprising man on the mound. But who, Leo Romano?
Zimi Beftiri from Morris, Illinois. I bet you thought he'd be from somewhere more exotic. But no, just Morris, Illinois.
Zimi Baptiri is on the mound. My goodness. And yes, there is a balk. We have reached that point of the game. My goodness. 12-4. Top of the 8. Here we are. Eli Keyser in the box. What a scene.
Eli Keyser smart enough to lay off that 41-mile-an-hour pitch.
And here's a hit out well. This one is going to hit off the wall in the ground warning track. It will be a RBI double for Eli Keyser.
14-4. And I think if you're the Pistol Shrimp, you're not too upset with it. as you bring in Beftiri, who's basically throwing BP. In fact, it might be a little easier than batting practice. I mean, he's just lollipop. I was going to say lollipopping. I don't think that's a word, but he's just throwing lobs in there for these guys.
I'll say they're Casey Stevens type of throws. That one is going to be hit out right, and that will be 1 up, 1 down. So looks like we still have contact being made.
Shots fired at KC.
Oh, indeed. Always. Why not?
I wasn't going to let that one go.
Is he listening, though? Who knows?
Probably not.
But anyway, runner steals. And this is hit well. This is hit deep. And this is... no, almost out of here. It will hit off the wall. Another run scores. Zimi Fatimi will let another run score. It is Max Edelman with a RBI double. My goodness.
Zimi Beftiri.
Zimi Fatiri. My goodness. This is the man. Unbelievable.
Now, this is the first of 5 games against the Pistol Shrimp. That last one, actually, 53 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour off the bat.
I think that's faster than Alex Lorenz can throw the ball.
Yeah, and obviously, being the first of 5, this isn't how you wanted it to go if you're the Pistol Shrimp.
This is hit out to short. Michael's trying to beat it out, and he is unable to. So, the second out of the inning, and Zimi Batiri's performance on the day, he will get his second out.
And this has to be encouraging for the CornBelters. I mean, just a couple of days ago and over the weekend, you went scoreless for 9 straight innings.
And my goodness, hold the phone. There's a strike. There's a strike. That ball, we don't have the stats for it because, believe it or not, Trackman cannot even catch up to it. 0-1. Oh, my goodness, a sidearm.
Yeah, how cool was that? Switching it up a little bit, making it interesting, keeping the batter on his toes. It's Filippo Barada in, by the way.
We have a sidearm pitch. And look at him. Wow. He waved him off. A heater. Oh, my goodness.
76?
76. Unbelievable. Zimi Batiri. Wow.
I still don't think you're saying his name right.
Hey. This is hit up well. Out to center field. It will be Dungeon under it, and that will do it. With that being said, it is time to look around the Prospect League. And here is your look at what's been going on where baseball is better.
Indicator, the Bean Ballers come out victorious over the Springfield Lucky Horseshoes 5-1 earlier tonight. And in Terry Hate, the Rex beat the Thrillville Thrillbillies 9-7. The Cape Catfish, the defending champs, 20-2 win over the Alton River Dragons, who are still searching for, I believe, that 3rd win of the season. In Lafayette, where All-Star Baseball will be played coming up in a few days, the Aviators are down 9-6 in the bottom of the 10th against the Kokomo Creek Chubs. The Quincy Doggy Paddlers ended their game after 8 innings in Johnstown, defeating the Mill Rats 17-2. O'Fallon got a nice win today, 4-0 over the Jackson Rockabillies. In Chillicothe, the Paints squeaked out a win over the Du Bois County Bombers 6-5 on fireworks extravaganza. The Burlington Bees just beat Clinton 6-5. The Champion City Half Tracks ahead of Danville in Danville. That score is 9-5.
Well, with that being said, bottom half of the 8th set to go. Looks like we have a new man on the mound for the CornBelters. Correct me if I'm wrong here. And yes, that is Eli Trininger. Trininger now on the mound for CornBelters here. As we are set to get the bottom half of the inning set to go. It's been a game, to say the least. CornBelters now lead 15-4. Ahead 11. A nice way to bounce back after last night's loss to Lafayette. Great performance when you say the Bats. I mentioned in the pregame, it was all about the Bats getting hot, and they did.
The Bats got hot, Devin, and the CornBelters have also taken advantage of some weaker pitching from the bullpen, to say the least. I mean, they've been extremely patient at the plate. They've either been walked or hit by pitch at least 10 times tonight. And it's a winning recipe.
Indeed, it's been. Well, it will now turn back over for the Valley Pistol Shrimp. And now, up it is Andrew Piesenska. Pitch hitting. So we'll see how this goes as bottom of the 8th, ready to get back underway. Eli Stringer on the mound. For anyone just joining us after your update around the prospect league. First pitch from Stringer. My goodness, it caught the home plate umpire again.
Unlucky night for Vic Bartha behind home plate.
Fouled off. A hard one. If we can get the exit speed some way, somehow. Like, that looked fast. But we don't have it, unfortunately. But let's take it. I mean, if we have to guess, I mean, the pitch was at 92 from Eli Stringer. And that just fouled to look like about the 80 range. That's that's a hard one to take. And
yeah, Trittinger, Devin, you're right. He's throwing some absolute gas, and that's going to be the key word heading into this 4th of July weekend for the Belters.
Indeed it is.
It's got to be all gas, no brakes to close out this 5-game series over the holiday weekend. What a dream start to this series.
Indeed it is. A dream start to the series if you are the CornBelters. As once again, we're having a huddle around the home plate man. The unlucky night for him. I mean, did you believe it? I don't even know if I don't think anyone could have written this up at all. But as that one will be fouled off, Stringer is set to get this one back underway. I mean, now as we look at it, just looking ahead here, if you are the CornBelters, you win this game, you go back home tomorrow, you know, what is that bus ride going to look like back for everyone? As that one is going to be called strike 2. Nice heater right there by Eli Stringer.
Well, first of all, it'll be a short bus ride back, which is nice. And second, I imagine it'll be a fun one. But you can't get too ahead of yourselves, as that one misses low for a ball. Because Illinois Valley still has some good pitching coming this way during the series. And their bats, despite only having 4 hits tonight, can get hot, Devin.
Indeed,
so
they can.
you can't take this team for granted as you play them 4 more times over the next 3 days.
And this is popped up, and it will be Vogley under it. Correction, it will be one. Sure, correction right there. My apologies. As that will be 1 up, 1 down. The man who made the play, of course, replacing Vogley was Parker Heaston. Nice play by him right there.
Major league pop-up. No big deal for Parker Heaston.
Well, it will now be Braden Foster in the game. Foster now the man who is set to take a pitch. Oh, my goodness. First pitch he sees. Takes him way off the bag right there. That'll be the first ball of this battle between Stringer and Foster. Second pitch is going to be called, and that is going to see the count at 2-0. 2-0, 1 out. CornBelters trying to pretty much put the game away and seal another victory. Stringer fires. This one not in the zone. A heater, this one at 93. That is going to be ball 3. 3-0 count, 1 out here. This is fired, and that will be a strike. So 3-0 now turns to 3-1. Tringer trying to seal the deal here if he can. But this pitch is going to be a heater. Was outside, just high, ball 4. The fastball just didn't get the zone that time around.
Braden Foster is awarded first base, and now it'll be the center fielder, Hudson Hall, who has subbed in for Ryan Duncan.
A lot of rotating pieces here for the pistol strip. Hudson Hall now in. First pitch from Tringer against Hall is going to be called ball 1. 1-0 count, 1 out. One man on at first. Tringer delivers. Nice heat right there. 91 on the gun. That will be strike 1.
I mean, you're just one ground ball away from ending this game, right? 11-run lead here in the 8th.
The 1-1 almost catches Hall. 91 again. Tringer throwing straight gas with it. 2-1. 2-1 count. 1 run at first. Tringer fires. This is hit out foul. And it will be a 2-2 count.
Nicely done by Trittinger to battle back in the count here. 2-2 to the right-hander wearing number 60.
The 2-2. And that is going to be called ball 3. Thought it looked like it got the zone, but not that time.
Just misses outside.
3-2 count. Tringer trying to get his first K of the evening, and does. Strike 3 called. Eli Tringer will put a K on it as Hudson Hall will go back to the dugout. And Illinois Valley looks like they could be at their final out.
And it'll be Griffin Carney in to replace the catcher Tyler Rayburn. It seems that the Pistol Shrimp are waving a white flag here in game 1 of a 5-game series.
And this is hit right out to short. And no. Parker Easton just didn't get on it. Looks like nothing going right there. And that will be an error, which surprising right there on a chance to end the game. Not that time. And again, more moving pieces as we mentioned with Illinois Valley. Now in the game is Kirk Weatherford. First pitch he sees is a swing and a miss. Weatherford took a massive hack at that one. 0-1 count. Runners at first and second. We'll see if this will do it. And that is strike 2. Weatherford, nothing going around that time.
Weatherford 1 for 9 on the season. His only hit being a double.
0-2 count, 2 outs. Tringer fires. High and called ball 1. 15-4. CornBelters all but certainly have a victory in the making.
Got to close it out here, though.
And this is down low. It will go off the glove of Easton. And he will be able to get it right back. So, with that, runners will advance to score position. Weatherford now has himself a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
And Devin, the game extending run is now 180 feet away, standing on second base.
Indeed it is. 2-2 count. Tringer trying to put it away and not, hopefully avoid a game extender. And this one is called ball 3. Full count now for Kirk Weatherford.
Just ended here, Trittinger. Come on.
Let's see. The 3-2. He will deliver, and this is going to be hit foul.
Weatherford making us wait a little bit.
Indeed he is. So the 3-2 once more. Weatherford now set. Tringer gives the go-ahead. And this is hit foul again.
Teasing us at this point.
Another heater that went 91. Weatherford reading Tringer well. Trying to extend the game if he can. Full count for the second time. And this is called strike 3. And that will do it in 8 innings. It is the normal CornBelters who are victorious over the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp. And they win it 15-4. A great job by the CornBelters. They will move to 17-15. While on the other side, for the Pistol Shrimp, they move to 9-22.
Yeah, it's been a struggle all season for the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp to get things going. But what a positive outlook for the next couple of days here for the normal CornBelters as they get the win in game 1 of a 5-game series between the Pistol Shrimp. They'll be headed home to Normal tomorrow to face this team again in a doubleheader. Those games will start at 5 p.m. And then a 4th of July Classic on Saturday night. That game at 5:30. And we'll finish back here on Sunday in the afternoon.
Indeed we will. So, doubleheader action between these two in the first of 5 that is now completed. CornBelters victorious. That has been it from me, Devin Witson, alongside Leo Romano. We will see you back at the Corn Crib tomorrow. We got doubleheader action for you. Corn Crib is sure to be a rout as your normal CornBelters are victorious one last time. Thank you for listening to Pro Baseball here on the Normal CornBelters YouTube channel. So long, everybody.